Global are gonna get stomped. Also, Kindofu's camera is always like 10 FPS.
For qualifying for the EWC Esports World Cup tournament happening very soon. So the top 8, all of these quarterfinalists are qualified for one of the biggest tournaments for the Honor of Kings competitive circuit, and we're thrilled to be partnered with EWC, of course, to send all these teams, these great teams, to compete with them. And this collaboration brings all of these teams one step closer to the most anticipated esports event of the year. So keep your eyes on the action, because the road to the EWC starts here. And Kin, what an amazing match we're gonna have later on.
Oh, for sure. And if you want to take part in the experience as well, you can experience it similar to the pros, right? If you check out the Invitational GT20 Pro, like all the professional players are playing over at Sunway Velocity mode, right? So if you want, you can actually check out the Invitational.
All right, gamers, assemble.
There. And if you really want to take one step,
where's Blam? Blam said he would be here.
Pro, or maybe just a better gamer in general, you can try the phone out as well.
Absolutely fantastic phone. They've been very supportive of the Honor of Kings competitive circuit, and they've allowed all the players to be able to perform at their highest level. Just being able to compete on this phone. So make sure you do check them out, and who knows, you might pick one up for yourself as well. And not to mention, we've also got the latest hero that's joined us in the Heroes Gorge. That's going to be Yao, the Shining Star, a very strong jungler / clash laner fighter. That,
Shining Star. I played one game of Yao, never again.
So beautiful to play.
Yep, exactly.
These sort of flashy heroes are too much for me.
For sure. And so far in the ranked games, yes, I've encountered, I think almost every game has a Yao inside. And looks like some of the players already have a hang of the hero. So if you're interested in winning some more stars, maybe you can get your hands on the Yao as well, if you haven't.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely, for sure. It is going to be a great day when Yao is able to join us in the competitive scene. Not in this tournament though, unfortunately, because it is just released a couple of days ago. We want to give these teams to have some practice, to have some experience playing him on the ladder before they will start terrorizing all the opponents in the tournaments. But yeah, Kin, first opening match, LGD, Malaysia going up against All Gamers Global. And like you said, this is the battle of giants. LGD didn't drop a single match throughout the entire group stage, and every game that they've won just looks so easy for them. They have almost the shortest total playing time throughout the entire group stages. What was it, like 11-minute wins, 12-minute wins? They're just very dominant throughout the group stages.
Oh, for sure. In fact, it was a 7 minutes and 40-second game. Now let's take a look at the bracket as how it looks like. So yesterday, like you mentioned, we already have Loops taking the win over Impunity and Team Secret taking the win over Vitality. So they will be making it over to the semifinals. Now, today we're going to decide who is going to be their competitor. For Loops, they will be looking at either LGD or All Gamers Global, and likewise for Team Secret, it's going to be either against Vivo Key Stars, BKS, or Kagendra, our card case.
Absolutely. 2 more teams to join the current semi-finalists, and we'll find out who they are today, because the opening match, LGD versus All Gamers Global, will be sending home one team. While closing it out, we're going to have the defending champions, Vivo Keat Stars, against Kagendra for the closing match. So we have potential.
Chat, who's winning today?
All Malaysian Brazil affair in the top
Who
4,
is winning
but
today?
All Gamers Global and Kagendra have anything to say about it.
Oh, for sure.
Wait, did LGD? Oh no, LGD didn't play.
As well. I think Kagendra in the interview just now, right? As the Reels were playing, they were saying that they respect their opponents as well. They do think they have it over VKS. Likewise, I think VKS has shown them some respect. But of course, with that being said, they still feel confident about the victory. Now, LGD Gaming's performance, I think Zero, you and I can agree that it has been monstrous thus far, right? The question now is, what do you think of All Gamers Global coming into this match?
I think they are definitely the underdogs in this particular matchup, because their opponents, I mean LGD, you've seen how they've done. You've seen how dominant they were in the group stages. We've got Xiang, we've got JR, such a monster, such an aggressive farm laner that you don't usually see playing that role. Usually you see them.
I want to see what LGD cooked today.
Perspective, getting the farm, getting the items up, but no, LGD has.
I want to see what LGD cooked today.
With their marksman.
They're gonna cook some crazy shit. I know it. I know it. They're gonna cook some madness.
And the marksman, they are definitely a force to be reckoned with, and they are here trying to defend home turf. Playing in Malaysia, they've got a crowd behind them, and they want to get to the top 4 to join their brothers in arms with Team Secret as well.
All right, and so this is the home ground buff, right? Playing in front of your own fans as well. Take a look at them on the stage. They are seeming pretty calm and collected so far, right? So let's take a look at their competitors here. It's going to be All Gamers Global, Live the Mid, and we also have Myosotis in the jungle, and Tingling in the roam, the captain, as well as Snow in the Clash lane. And last but not least, we have Zeiss in the farm lane. All Gamers Global, we've already seen how they perform in the group stages. Pretty convincing. I think they were mentioning about some nerfs as well. Hopefully, today they're gonna pull out their best performance as they take their walk to the stage as well.
You know what's funny? Mobile Legends is actually Honor of Kings 2.
I mean, they play in a very similar style.
A lot of people don't know that Honor of Kings was the first mobile MOBA to release.
Complement both their play styles very well.
It's kind of funny. No one actually knows that. I feel like no one knows that. Everyone thinks that Honor of Kings, just because it's come out globally now, it's like it's never been released before. It's never been seen before. It's been out since like 2015, 2014 in China.
Play aggressive, invade their enemy jungles, try and get objectives as quickly as possible. And whoever is able to withstand that sort of pressure will come out the victor in this best of 5.
Yep, and you know, taking a look at the boys on the side of All Gamers Global.
All right, here we go.
Pretty chill. I mean,
are All Gamers Global even going to like step up?
Right now,
that's the big thing.
My biggest question for both the teams is, we know that they have a very oppressive playstyle, right? We'll invade
the little wave,
lead, and we just stop
the little cute wave. Hello.
So
hello.
I think, like you mentioned earlier, right? It's about who has more control, who has the faster pace, and based on this, who do you favor at this point?
I mean, you can't argue against the numbers. LGD hasn't dropped a single.
Vaneth, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate it.
The shortest playing time of the group stages. 13 minutes was their longest game, and the shortest was 7 minutes and 40 seconds, like you said earlier. So
man, that 7-minute game was mental.
Because
pre 10-minute game. I think that's the only game we've had this tournament that's been pre 10 minutes. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat, but that's the only game this tournament that has been pre 10 minutes.
Yes.
That's faster than some of the other games we've seen.
So 30 minutes is the average game time of most of the games of the group stage, but for LGD, that's the longest they've ever played against an opponent before destroying their crystal. So that tells you how aggressive that team is. But their opponents, All Gamers Global, they are no slouches themselves. They've been able to go toe-to-toe.
I think that's the only game that's been pre-10 minutes.
Stages, and they have been able to withstand the late game pressure that
Holy.
Esports as well. And their games that they've won have been pretty short as well. I mean, 11
the
minutes,
only game that's... Oh, no, there's been another one. Team Secret against Kagendra was 9 minutes.
Right, so based on that, I think
there was one more.
Looking at a pretty
Team Secret was the other one that also got a pre-10-minute game.
All Gamers Global, they love to
hey, Spectre. Hello.
In that fighting range, and actually, despite fighting so much, LGD actually tried.
Wait, event skin chest? What event skin chest? Which one?
15.3 kills per game, and the damage per minute is much higher on LGD. I mean, it's hard to argue with that, right? Like you said.
I don't even know. I haven't even opened the game.
Absolutely. I mean, it's definitely going to be a tough matchup. There's not going to be any easy way to say how All Gamers Global is facing a Titan here. They are the David against the Goliath of LGD. So, but we talked about this matchup before this show even
I didn't even know there was an event skin chest.
Anything that can happen. You know, LGD looks like they are that team today that can potentially force us to...
yes, there is, Vaneth. There is. The Esports World Cup in a few weeks' time, there's going to be a KPL like dream team. They're basically calling it a KPL dream team, which is basically like the best team in KPL or in China. There's like one player from each team making like a dream team.
They need to play aggressive. They need to match.
And they're going to be
tempo,
the
but they
Esports World
also
Cup,
need
and they're
to
going to
be
play
able
against
to
all the
perform
rest
that,
of
because
the
we've seen
world, basically.
Teams that, you know, get off to a hot start early on during the laning stages, during the mid-game stage, but as we go towards the 12-minute mark, the 13-minute mark, that's when they start to fumble. LGD, they have never had that issue because their games end before that even happens. So, you know, if LGD is able to stop the tempo, if All Gamers Global is able to stop the tempo from LGD, and if they're able to get some defensive stops, defensive plays, get some pickups of two of their own, we might be seeing an upset.
Have I been debated? Where's my skin?
Right off the bat, right, actually, if we're taking a look at the drafting phase, I think there's a couple of things that All Gamers Global need to watch out for, which is, you know, the Fu Zi Da Qiao combo that they have already shown along the likes of Team Secret as well. Pretty sure this is not a Malaysia strat. You know, when we take a look at a global stage, these are compositions that a lot of the other professional teams have taken and showcased across the board as well. So just curious if this is something they should be careful of, or do they have a strategy to kind of play out this Fu Zi Da Qiao combo?
I've been debated.
I wouldn't say
they'll play on the global patch. Yes.
Combination that we've seen multiple teams
China basically at the moment is like so far ahead in terms of heroes. That's the big thing. They're really far ahead in terms of heroes. In terms of patch, I think like the balancing is very similar. The balancing is very similar. I think the big thing is the amount of heroes. There's a lot of different heroes on the Chinese server compared to the global server.
Against Team Secret, you have to ban out the Da Qiao.
All right, let's go.
To stop the combination, LGD, they've got a much broader hero pool, so All Gamers Global will not have that easy of a ban phase to be able to pick off their strategy here from LGD.
All right, here we go. LGD on the blue, All Gamers Global on the reds.
A little bit unorthodox. It's going to be the Ma Yin taken out.
God, there's going to be so many heroes open. Are they going to go Da Qiao? Oh God, they're not going to ban Da Qiao.
The usual bans, right? The early, the one lady that we hate to see on the opponent's side, along with the Lady Chen as well. So right now, it really is okay. Is it going to be a Da Qiao, right? Is it going to be a Mai?
It's going to be Da Qiao.
Mai is the choice for them at this point.
It's going to be Da Qiao or Dolia.
The highest pick.
It's going to be one of the two supports.
Hero as well for the mid lane.
The camera panning into the phone is kind of funny. Mate, you should see my Twitter. I posted, oh, it's Dolia first pick. They're not going for Da Qiao, fair enough. They did a hand cam of someone, of one of the Vitality players. Wait, let me get a link for you.
Forgotten hero in the current tournament might make himself.
Let me get the clip for you.
Trying to go for some sort
there you go. I'll post on here.
There you go. The Yang Yuhuan is
mate, the hand cam of like Chinese players is crazy. Like, I don't know, they're a different breed. Honestly, like the way they play mobile games, the way they just click on everything is like, I don't know, it's too fast for me. I don't even know what they're doing.
From the side of All Gamers Global, along with the Hey Noah, so they're gonna have to play with something
else. Shangguan mids.
Interesting, right? So
Lady Sandolia bot lane. I know, maybe jungle, maybe mids. Elaine.
But this time they will allow it through. But for good
reason, LGD banning the Main.
Right, I'm pointing at the Lady Sun as well as the Shangguan.
And then it gives over the lane.
Monsters at bursting people down, but this comes at the level 4 mark.
I mean, they have to pick up the Elaine, right? Otherwise, they get the Elaine Dolia combo. Good pick as well. So AG Global probably going to ban junglers.
Terrible group stage score.
And LGD are going to ban ADCs most likely.
And yesterday we've seen one of the teams pick her up twice as well, but to no avail.
Yeah, true, but that's keyboard and mouse under, right? Like that's like a lot easier. I feel like
1-7 score. So
I feel like that's a lot easier.
Out of 8 picks so far. And it's not been performing so
well. I feel like it's a lot more difficult to do on mobile than on the mouse and keyboard.
Second win in this tournament. So let's see if LGD is able to prove that, you know, it's all skill. It's all a skill.
Yeah, jungle bans, Luna ban. Oh, support bans, interesting. Oh yeah, support could be another option. Yeah, that's a good choice actually. Support bans for LGD. With Dolia being picked is also no surprise.
And forced to take unnecessary or unsavory fights, right? But LGD known for that aggression. Maybe this time that synergy between the aggressive.
I mean, we've only seen Dune support once Aqua, and it was terrible. It was terrible. So I don't think we'll see it again. I think it'll be Dune support. I mean, Dune jungle.
Will allow Shangguan to get out of a dangerous situation as well. So definitely something that was missing a lot for the other Shangguan matches that were picked up. They usually they try to help her out with the Yaria, but Dolia is just so much better in keeping her alive. So LGD, they need something to jump to initiate for Shangguan, and they are lacking that clash laner as well as the jungle. So something like the likes of an
okay, what LGD gonna cook here? They need a top and a jungle. What are they cooking? Or are they just gonna stand a draft?
Could be something that fits into their lineup over here.
Or are they going to go with a standard draft?
It has been banned out as well, and I think for good reason as well, right? Zai's actually picking up the Renjie for the team as well, so they will block out the Luna and the Guan Yu. Both of these heroes have very easy
Charlotte and Menki. Okay.
Luna, right? And more importantly,
pretty standards.
Flip side. Now they're gonna go for a more tanky pick. It's gonna be the Menki, and they're gonna complete their draft with the Charlotte as well. Funny that they banned out the Sunpin along with the Zhang Fei, right? So Sunpin obviously deals a lot of silence. It deals a lot of disruption to the side of LGD. And imagine if your Dolia ultimate is unable to be activated at the perfect time. It spoils the entire combination. That's why the Sunpin is taken out. And Zhang Fei for good reason, because
what double ultimates do you want this game for Dolia? Charlotte maybe? What's Menki's ultimate?
Actually disrupts that game as well, and he's a very
Menki's ultimate even good. Liam post support. Okay.
Literally a beast there. One of the most prominent generals during the
Liam post support. Interesting.
For like the reasoning.
Is any team pick 2 farm laners yet? No, that never happens in competitive.
Team will stop the burst that they
never really happens in competitive.
Out with the Shangguan as well as the Charlotte. So very targeted bans here to enable their lineup.
Sometimes what happens
with that Menki last pick, that's interesting. We've seen Menki being picked time and time again to mix results. Sometimes that hero just looks amazing, but other times it just looks like another hero could have done exactly the same thing but performed even better.
Sometimes what happens is that the farm laner goes mid. Like if it's Ali or someone, then maybe they go mid, but that's about it really, to be fair. That's about all that happens.
First game of the best of 5 series, LGD going up against All Gamers Global. Who's going to take the first game?
It's really hard to say at this point here, Kin. I mean, we've talked about how AG might be the first ones to be able to take at least a game away from the more favorite opponent. They've got a very good draft, in my opinion. So much team fight with the Lianpo, Elaine, and the Dun, and Direnji is always a fantastic mid-game.
All right, it's time.
That can enable him, and like you said earlier,
it is time.
If you're playing ladder, the Hano is going to be banned 9 out of 10 times, and they let it through to be played in the mid here for the side of AG.
Yep, AG not the best start right now. The wave breaker actually pushing him a little bit more away. So Liv is not going to have the best time in the mid lane right now.
Yeah, Devil took a lot of damage there towards the mid. Lianpo can't really do much against the Lady Sun as well as the Dolia, just pushing out the wave. He does have great,
so yeah, like this. Basically, this happens. So like Lady Sun, so the ADC goes mid.
So
this mainly happens when there's an assassin, which I think is a pretty cool adaptation that happens with these teams. What happens is the farm lane goes mid, and the assassin goes bot side, so they have an easier matchup.
Yeah, so we'll jump right into that.
And they don't have to focus so much on the wave clear. Yes, Hino mid with sprint as well. Interesting.
Actually, his second skill, first skill, basic attack going into the ulti reset. Then use the second skill and first skill again. So Scepter of Fate, one of the most painful skills that Hino offers at this point. So we can expect Liv to have a very powerful mid to late game. But as it stands now, once again, we're experiencing the LGD pressure.
Yeah, three heroes in mid. They are looking to invade the jungle, stop any rotations towards the top and the bottom lane. But here mid lane,
Myosotis? What are you doing, buddy?
Will get the kill, but it will be Lady Sun picking it up. And
what is Myosotis doing? What did I just watch?
But if you give her a hot start, she's gonna get to that point even faster, and that will spell disaster.
I have no idea what I just watched.
Yep, at this point she's 4 already.
Is that griefing? Like,
match that tempo, but at this point, Zihong gonna do
I looked a bit of griefing now. I'm not gonna lie.
And the reason is because
I looked a little bit of grief.
Zhihong will be able to clear the way faster.
Interesting. Okay.
So it's gonna help him out a lot more.
Yeah, freeing her time.
I have no idea why he would do that. Like, why? That just doesn't make sense to me.
They're trying to do the same to find out where the Dun is. They did spot him out getting the red buff, so they know the bottom lane is where it's most dangerous next. They are already rotated the bottom.
Outside play? Ooh, clean assassin kill. Oh, God. Oh, it's going to be a whitewash, isn't it? It's going to be a complete stomp.
The Shangguan is just so
I can already tell it's going to be a complete stomp.
Can't get out of there. Knocked up there by Mio Sotis. One more hit and she will fall.
Okay.
The shields. Not enough though. Zhihong will
Menki.
still fall. And they're going to go for more. The Dun so strong in the early game. Menki trying to stop it. The damage coming from the Heino. Not able to finish.
Okay. Heino. Okay. He dies anyway.
Not enough. He's not going to get out of there in time. And it's going to be a double kill for Musang King.
All right, all the culminations
of
not
bad.
Efforts across the first 3 minutes of the game have shown. So they have reaped what they sow. LGD able to burst down the Heino in the mid as well. That's one of the scary things that you're going to experience on the side of All Gamers Global. When your Heino, who's supposed to be able to use the Fate Rewind to the best of his ability, gets bursted down.
I mean, LGD come out on top anyway.
Damage,
2-for-1 trades.
Game is nothing to be trifled with.
Or 3-for-2 trade.
Heino, you know, it's one of those heroes where you want to start off great. You want to get towards your depending on what sort of build he's going for, whether it's the Burning Flames or he's going for a more magic damage.
How is it half a level lead in top lane already? Nothing has happened top lane. There's already half a level lead. What is going on?
With a the cookie cutter fast.
There's already half a level lead top side. Like, what's happening there, buddy?
And All Gamers Global, they're not too far behind. They can stabilize from this point.
Yeah, but I think at this point, you know, All Gamers Global, they have to be really careful because they're dancing on the knife's edge, right? If we take a look at the animation, the Lady Soon already going for the meteor.
Oh,
go to jump.
Oh, he's kind of low. Oh, he kills one. Oh, the ulti reset. The ulti reset. Oh, that was kind of clean, actually. Damn, the ulti reset into the tower dive was so clean. Damn. Nice for it, but still, that was clean. I completely forgot about the ulti reset. I thought she was going to die.
On a single front, but this multi-pronged
GG, go next. True.
Will start to stifle AG's tempo.
And this is the identity, right?
True.
LGD,
oh,
which is we take traits and we make it work for ourselves. Every single thing we will win out. Sure, we give a kill, but we're gonna take 2 more kills in return. And at this point, 7-3. It's starting
Stream can't hear you. Now they can hear you.
Pull away.
Yeah, the top lane almost down, but looks like
man, their mics today are so loud. Holy moly.
Going back out there, but it will fall.
How's it going?
Not bad, mate. Not bad.
You got day off work today?
Going better than this game, to be honest.
You got day off work today? Chilling today?
Yeah,
Bing chilling. Enough time to watch LGD stomp another pre-10 minute game again, probably.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it's going to be another 3-0, to be honest. The same with the next one. I don't think
they
have what it takes to take VKS.
I thought yesterday was going to be the one where we don't get the 3-0s, but unfortunately not. All 3-0s.
Does he get the second ultimate off? Yes, he does. Stays alive. Double kill for Zhihong. They do lose Xiang, but can they get
Luke's played really well.
Is down to half health. They will lose Devo as well.
Also, Brazil players are just really good on Lady Shen as well, I've realized. Like One and oh, who's Loops' mid laner? I can't remember the name. But One from VKS and Loops' mid laner. No, Zero is the ADC, I think. He also played pretty well, to be fair.
He did, yeah. He had some good plays, to be honest.
They're gonna break the trend for sure.
I can't remember who their mid laner is. Oh, Kank, that's the one. Thank you, Quiet. Kank is their mid laner. Every single time I watch a Brazilian mid laner play Lady Shen, I'm like, holy shit, guy's popping.
Coming out from the side of LGD.
To be fair, I mean, it's been a solid pick for it.
Oh yeah, it's because me. Clue was talking about it. He was saying it's because of the rework that happened to Lady Shen with the PQ. Yeah.
Oh, you want to take away this
you
hero
think
from his
Splendor
hands,
comes
man.
through? It's like, oh no, it's just the Neo remade OP part of Lady Shen. It's like, oh, come on, man.
I didn't even realize she was reworked, to be fair, until Clue mentioned it to me, because I was like, I mean, we saw it a little bit in the open series, but like nowhere near as much. It was mainly just Princess Frost, and Clue was like, oh, because the rework, and I was like, huh, what rework? Like, I don't know. I need to look at the patch notes more often, for sure. Like, I need to keep an eye on it over the next like few weeks, because there's no like social media poster or anything that they do about it. They just add it into the game notes, and then that's it. Like, they never really announce it anywhere, so it's easily missed, for sure.
I honestly just watch out for Honor of Rex's Twitter page. That's where I get most of my info from the patches, to be honest. When he drops like his little visual, I'm like, yeah, cool, I know what's going on there.
I think it's the same as Wild Rift. They do it every 2 weeks, but I think it'll probably be a little bit different, like time schedules.
Yeah, I know there's always a hero beginning of the month and then the later part of the month as well, so we just had one, so there should be another one at the end of this month.
Objectives are open. They're going to go for both at the same time, so they're going to reduce the primal.
I think there should be a patch next week. Last patch was...
And allow them to play even faster, but here...
What was the last patch? I can't remember when the last patch was. I don't know, I need to look in game. Or looking on your King's website. Honor of King's news.
Against the pen, the ink coming from the side of the
patch notes. The last one was the 25th of June. So yeah, it should be next week. That's 2 weeks, isn't it? 25th of June to... Yeah, it should be next week. There should be a new patch next week.
Oh, the damage from Lady Sun.
Oh yeah, pre-10-minute game. Wow, 9-minute game.
JR gets picks up the kill. And the rest of the players from AG has to back
Musang King, again, 3 levels up. I feel like he's 3 levels up every single game. The guy just power farms like a beast.
They deal so much damage across and
oh my god, they just don't care. Like, look, they're just underneath the crystal.
For success here as Mankey was able to pick up a kill. Xingling down to have,
I mean, we both casted the open series, and seeing the AG Global are playing like this, or
I don't know what's happened to them, honestly.
Yeah. It's not like they become, well, I don't want to say wash because that's a little bit like rude, but it's just like whether they just wasn't tested in the open series and then in this one.
I mean, it definitely looks like they just smashed through the open series and they, like you said, they weren't tested. I mean, they didn't drop a single game. So, I mean, I guess it's just completely different. I mean, a lot of people had high expectations for them though going into this, and they've just been super underwhelming. They've been probably the most underwhelming team, to be fair.
I can't imagine. Yeah, I mean, another team doesn't come to mind when I think underwhelming, to be honest.
Yeah, or maybe maybe Boom as well from Group A. Thought they'd come up with more of a fight in Group A, which it didn't seem like it.
Starting to fall apart
here. I think it's because they did the kind of same tactic as Team Vitality. It's like they was really relying on that distraction Athena pick, but that was it. That's all that really got them through it. And then once that was banned, it was even like with Choo Choo saying it in the interview, she's just like, well, what was you going to decide to pick anyway? It's just like, oh, well, we'll have to figure something out. It's like, why? Why do that?
Yeah, it can't be one-dimensional with just one strategy and just hope that that's going to be enough for you.
Tier 3, I mean, the tower is...
Oh, double Shotgun. Ulti again. Oh my.
The Kaiser one trick makes a lot of difference. It's just a huge frontline, whereas Distraction Athena only works on the lowest skill jungle players.
As they're going to go straight for the end. They know they've got it. They're going to finish it before 11 minutes. And what a dominant performance from
another 11-minute game. Oh, it's going to be a whitewash. It's not even going to be fun to watch. It's going to be stomp after stomp after stomp. We're gonna have LG like Malaysia versus Brazil semi-final, and then it's probably gonna be Malaysia final. And still, I think both Malaysia teams probably win. To be fair, I don't know. Maybe Team Secret versus Vivo Key might be a bit close, but LGD will just smash through Loops.
Yeah, Loops will definitely give it their best shot, but like you said, VKS has probably got more of a shot at Team Secret than LGD. LGD has just been phenomenal.
From the side of LGD, and is this a point, Kin, where AG has to think about banning the Shangguan, a hero that has 25% win rate?
I'm gonna say, up until that match, that Shang1 pick, I haven't actually rated at all. Like, I've been waiting for it for the entire Season 2. It came through. I mean, Highlands on it yesterday actually been okay, but other than that, I thought it was like subpar.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I mean, overall, it has been pretty subpar in my opinion. I mean, even after that game, but I think like LGD are a different breed. Like, I don't know if you can really like take that game and be like, oh, Shangguan's a decent pick, because I mean, yeah, as you mentioned, overall it's been pretty underwhelming. I think it just needs an early lead. I think that's the thing. He needs to get a few early kills, which is kind of what Highlander was trying to do for Vitality. Like, he was roaming a lot. He was trying to go to bot side, trying to make plays in tower dive bot side to get him ahead and get him a few kills. But I feel like if Shangguan is just AFK and doesn't get any kills early, he just falls off the cliff, basically. Completely falls off, like mid and late game, if it doesn't get ahead.
And she's easily counted. Like, when it gets to like mid to late game, if she pops a roll, just all clump together, that's it. It's like, good luck. Spreading that damage very thin, it's not going to come through for you. But even though they had like the Dun, they had Liam Poe, and even Hino, obviously not being built as tank this time around because in mid lane, it's just like they had the two most like predominant tanky heroes going into this one, other than the Zhong Fei. It's kind of like, what? And that's nothing to stop LGD. All they had was the monkey that was their tank, but even then it was just sort of like that. We'll just go 95.
Yeah.
Go next.
At this point, the tankiness by Mankey.
Well, one thing that LGD do, which I like, is they like this whole game. Shangguan was bot sides, was bot lane the whole game. Because the problem with like what we were mentioning before, with like, I mean, Shangguan's kind of the same as Mai, right? It's like they don't have the best wave clear. They're just more of an assassin. If you stick the assassin in bot lane, they have such an easier time because the lane's a lot longer, the lane's a lot bigger. They're not going to get ganked as much. They can play a lot safer as well in the bot lane because mid lane is such high priority in terms of like pushing out the lane, making the junglers and support roam around. So you just put Lady Sun mids, you put her mid, she can just wave clear a lot quicker than Shangguan, and then Shangguan can just have a free roam time and also just tower dive bot side, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, I mean, if she was to go literally head to head against the high note in the lane phase,
it'd be tough.
Potential, it'd be so difficult for him. But it's like you said, when you see Shangguan come through and then the enemy team manage to lock in the Mai, they literally just do a switcheroo, and then most times it's always been the Lady Sun goes up to the mid lane for a little while. But again, JR's just been absolutely dominant. I don't think there's been any other sort of like ADC farm lane player that macros as much as JR does. Like in the early stage of Season 2, he was always in the clash lane, just whittling down in the first 2 tiers. It's like, why? No,
he's roaming a lot.
What's going on?
I think that's the benefit of putting your ADC mid or your farm lane mid, is that they can roam a lot more as well. I mean, a lot of teams, I mean, pretty much every team does it with Ali, which is expected because Ali has so much roaming potential and so much mobility. I mean, I guess Lady Sun has a bit of the same as well with her Q, but still a lot of teams don't really do it as much. I think we'll see it probably more and more, maybe in EWC. Like, we'll see it more and more. I mean, depending on what the meta is for EWC, but I think it will be like the farm laners going mid and then roaming around if like Lady Sun and Ali still become better, which I'm assuming they will be. I don't think they're going to change too much.
Yeah, I've got a feeling EWC will be a lot closer because now that they've witnessed like LGD at the, not the prime I would say, but they know kind of the tactics they're going for.
They can learn from it as well.
Practice is going to be, I mean, it's within a short amount of time. I mean, I don't know how much you can improve within a month, but I suppose that's going to be the really interesting thing about EWC is how much these teams are actually going to improve within such a short time.
We might have 2 patches before EWC. Next week on, well, I don't know what day the patches normally come down. Was it 25th of June is a, wait, what date was that?
And the tempo was just,
what day was it?
I mean, they went for both the Shadow Tyrant
and was a Tuesday. So the patch comes on a Wednesday. So next Wednesday we should have a patch which is the 10th, and then we might have a patch on the 24th, which is 5 days before EWC starts. Maybe, unless they skip that and they say that, oh, competitive, they don't want to do a patch so close to EWC, or they play on a different patch. I don't know how it works really.
They started playing on this patch when Ali got...
Actually, yeah, true, yeah, you're right, yeah, because when did this tournament start? Because the patch was on the 25th, and then the group stage of this started 29th. Yeah, that's true, actually. Yeah, it's only a few days afterwards, and they did play on the Ali patch. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, they're probably going to do that then. There'll be 2 patches. It'll be quite interesting.
Oh, he's cracked right now.
Oh, I don't know where they buffed her, but I mean, I think it's more for solo queue. I think it's more for solo queue. I think they got a really difficult hero to kind of balance, because in solo queue, the hero is completely useless because no one really knows how the hero works with her mobility and how to play her. But competitive is just like, players are completely cracked. Like, they're absolutely disgusting.
I mean, Shanks at the beginning part of this tournament has been phenomenal performance on it.
Oh yeah. There was one sick play with, I can't remember who it was. That was the one, actually, I got it on my notepad. I didn't written down on my notepad.
It might be the loops one. Is it where like?
No, it wasn't loops. It was oh no, it's the ADC from R8. And it popped off in game number 2 against AG. I need to watch that again, to be fair. Like that was, I mean, we can watch it now while we're waiting. Let me find it.
But the one from Zia on loops was just, I mean, I remember like being so hyped on the cast for that one, where he was just assaulting them.
Ali's just so fun to watch. I love watching Ali.
Yeah, he dipped out with so little health and then thought, you know what, F this, I'm going back
Go
in.
back in, yeah.
I was just like, oh my god, the goal on this high.
Again,
oh, where the fuck is the English one? I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but there is.
And they lose 3
ads. I don't have YouTube Premium. Sorry. Where is it? Was oh, it was Blam. Was it this one? I can't remember what series it was, and I was LGD. Oh no, it was this one. Was it this game? Oh yeah, Ali. This is the one. I think it was like the last team fight or something. Wait, why does the map look so much darker? Oh, it was this fight. I remember this fight. The Ryoshi played so fucking clean on Ali. This is the cleanest Ali I've seen of the tournament so far. Like, his movement was so incredibly clean. He got stunned here, but this what he did here was crazy. Ulti forward, dashes there, uses a Q over the fucking wall, 1 versus 3, dashes back, W's back, kills that guy. Holy
God.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it at the time. I was actually watching something else, and then someone said go back and watch the fight and watch the Ali. And I go back and watch Ryoshi on Ali, and I was like, holy shit, like 1v3 the back line. I don't know, so satisfying to watch.
It's sad that R8 didn't get enough to get through to the quarterfinals and make it.
Man, if only they beat AG Global. Like, it was so close as well, that series. Actually nearly beat him.
2-1 as well, yeah. Oh, for sure. It would be interesting though, because obviously in the Open Series we didn't see Star Wars, obviously now Team Falcons, play against AG, but obviously we always say that Team Falcons is a little bit better than R8 because they always seem to beat them in the tournament. So it would be really interesting to see
if they get
against AG in the
EWC, yeah. And also they probably have their full roster as well at EWC as well.
Yeah.
They won't have their sub while we'll play top.
I can't wait for the day we get to see in action, but the only action we'll be getting is game number 2 here, Kin.
Alright, 2-0. Run it back.
Between LGD
run it back, baby, run it back. I mean, this is the thing with LGD. There's not much you can ban for stopping them. There's no pocket pick. It doesn't matter what they go for.
Yeah, they just pick anything. Yeah, they're just good on every hero. I mean, I think the problem with like the Malaysia teams in general, like like LGD and Team Secret, is that you have to think to yourself, oh, are they going to pick the Chow this game? Or are they not? Because I mean, at the start of this tournament, a lot of teams started to ban the Chow, but then a lot of teams realized that no one actually plays the Chow at Fuzi. Like, the only teams that have played the Chow Fuzi so far is Secret and LGD. But then even them, like, they don't even pick it every single time. Like, so you're like in this situation every single time that you draft against a Malaysian team, you're like, are they going to pick it? Do we need to ban it? Do we need to waste the ban? And obviously in this game you only have 2 bans, which I don't know. I think there should be 3 bans. They might change it to 3 bans soon. I think when more heroes get introduced, they'll change it to 3 bans, 2 bans.
I think it's I still think in the KPL, I think it's 4 bans still.
No shot, it's still 4 bans in KPL. Let me see. Is it really? That's crazy. Let me check. How do I check?
I mean, there's a KPL stream on right now. Let's try and get to the draft.
It's fine to be nervous, but it also shows that you need to be focused about what you're doing, right? This is
yeah, 4 bans still. Still 4 bans.
That's fucking mental. They have like 150 plus champions rotations as well, like something like.
Who the hell do we ban? You know what? Put the names in the hat. We'll draw it.
Yeah, honestly, at that point, bans don't even matter. To be honest, there's so many power picks open most of the time, probably. I mean, that just means that red side is going to be more dominant than blue side, because first pick is not going to mean shit. Because it's not that unless there's one extremely broken power pick. But even in like this, even in this, I feel like red side is pretty decent. I mean, this time AG get Arlie, which is pretty good. But like sometimes, like there was a draft yesterday. I can't remember who it was, but like every single power pick was open. Cody was open, Mai was open, and Arlie were open. Like you can do, it gets into situations like that, which is kind of crazy as well. But
it's what do we want to face?
I mean, it's like LGD have just done there. You saw it with Loops that whenever they was on the red side, they were always locking that Zhongfei, and Mithy on the Zhongfei was just nuts. Well, for the entire tournament, for the whole Chuck BR as well. It's just one of his best picks. But you also get to do what LGD just done there as well. You lock in your bot lane, done.
Yeah.
Everything else can be sort of like going from there.
Yeah, I mean the beast, the Zhongfei is always such a great bouncer. He's always such a great protector of your back.
Zhongfei definitely seems like a kind of a
ultimate form. So,
what teams kind of default to if like Dolia's banned, because like most of the time you don't really see supports pick in the first rotation because I think most of the time supports are picked reactively. But also this is what Zhongfei opens up, is you can pick an assassin jungle because you already have your tank as support, whereas like AG are probably going to pick like either Sunbin or Daria here or someone like that, which I'm assuming LGD are probably going to ban supports here, I would assume, or jungles. Yeah. Oh, Mosey also could have been a good one. Good support as well. That's been banned.
I mean, what they could do here, if they've got no other choice, is they can flex the Doom pick into the support. It's not.
Bro, I've seen it. I saw it once and it was shit. I'm not sold. I'm not sold. Wait, who played it? I can't even remember. Actually, was that Vitality? No, it wasn't Vitality. Who was it?
It was.
Shit, who was it?
Gendra or RRQ maybe.
We saw it once. It just did absolutely nothing. It did absolutely nothing at all. I'm trying to look through group stage. Oh, it was RRQ against Impunity.
Actually, I think that makes sense, right? If you don't have the time lapse, I think the Huangzhong makes sense as well.
And jungle meta is interesting now because a lot of players are starting to default to tank junglers.
Yep.
Especially if they don't have Zhongfei.
It's a little bit frustrating because obviously you've got now these flashy jungle picks like the Pei that gets banned, but obviously if one team goes for the jungle pick like the Dune, it's kind of just like one-sided, the amount of damage that this hero can soak, and you don't see a lot of players build any kind of like anti-heal or anything like that for the Dune. But like I said, it's just frustrating because this was basically the Chuck BR 23 meta was literally just jungle tank every game. If it wasn't Dune, sorry, it was Atter. If it wasn't Atter, it was Kaiser. It's just like, come on, come far, bro. Come on, just give me something more.
They're gonna probably pick Yarria here. I think they're gonna pick Yarria. They already have a tank. They don't want to pick Liampo. There's not really a lot of other options. Dolia's banned. Yarria's really good with Ali as well. His eyes can pop off. I think it depends on support. If they prioritize the Zhongfei, Kaiyan also, okay, that's interesting. That's one of the first times seeing Kaiyan, but they needed an enchanter support because they already have a tank. I think that's why teams are starting to, like, the meta is slowly shift to, like you mentioned, like the Zhongfei support prio pick, because it opens your jungler to pick more of an assassin, more of a carry jungler. Whereas if you don't get the Zhongfei, there's not really any other tank support. I mean, Liampo, yes, but it's nowhere near as good as Zhongfei. So Zhongfei opens up for your jungler to pick assassin. Whereas in this situation, it's like doing early priority, so you have to pick an enchanter support. You can't pick like Liampo here, otherwise you're just lacking damage and everything else. Hey, what's up, Venom?
He's multifunctional as well, because again, if you are nowhere near one of the jungle objectives and the Zhongfei is, say for example, the first tyrant, and you're feeling a little bit zesty, you can get in there and try and steal it with a smite. So
I mean, even invading as well, even like if you want to invade the little wolf or whatever it is, or I don't know what the jungle camps are called. I need to remember the names of the jungle camps, but
you can make nicknames up front, mate. I don't mind.
Doing well, Venom, doing well. Are they in the EU teams in this tournament? Yeah, Vitality was in the tournament, but they got 3-0 yesterday. So, I mean, they got to the top 8. They got to EWC, which I think was their goal in the first place. So, I think that's pretty good for them overall, Venom. But
first tournament, I mean, obviously not first tournament for City Boy and Shanks, but first tournament as a roster.
As a team, yeah.
Solid, to be honest. So.
They might find themselves lacking in the
Vitality, the one with the
yeah, it is. Dash hasn't played though. He said he doesn't feel ready. He said he's going to try and be ready for EWC, but again, he's not too sure if he's going to be ready for that.
I hope so.
I think he's just practicing a lot, to be fair, because I think he's still. I mean, he only played the game like a few months ago or something like that, or even like a month ago or something. So
yes, you get the cues, right? So you have the him coming in from this high end.
Yeah.
But at this point, is it enough? Because Zihong just went for the straight counter pick, which is
I'm gonna say this Ganmo pick hasn't been as fatal as what it was in the Open Series I've seen.
No.
And again, I think it's just down to the fact that the Lady Chen coming through.
Oh yeah, I think that's all it is. Yeah.
If the Lady Chen, it's the Shang1 and trying to lock down Shang1 as
of course, this is the global version of the Ganmo. He doesn't
really
have
I think we're probably with Ganmo as well, is that there's so many like assassins and dive potential as well that it's just extremely difficult for the Ganmo. Like you're pretty decent if you can keep your distance, but it's extremely difficult to keep your distance. I mean, if you think of this game, right, like Dun jumping on you, Dharma jumping on you, even Ali jumping on you as well, like there's so much mobility as well that I think Ganmo is probably one of the most difficult mid laners to play with like his skills and the way he works.
Yeah, I mean, in this team comp on the side of LGD, you kind of rely on the Zhongfei to be the front line because you can't really give it to anybody else other than the Byron towards like mid to late game. But again, so much aggression on the side of LGD, just already pushing the top lane. It's like, it's not even like 2 minutes in, we're like, yeah, we'll go 2-1 under the turret. Lady Chen having to force to rotate up there. I suppose it gives the gold up to the Dune, so trying to fasten the pace of the gold difference between the Dune and the Jing is what
that's how it usually goes in my ranked games when
see LGD even put Ollie mid lane, which I guess they have Lady Shen. But see, this game's a bit different, right? Because you have 2 control mages that have pretty big wave clear mids, so you don't actually need to rotate. The supports are camping bot side though. The supports are not roaming at all. I think it's the first time I've seen supports not move from bot lane in like the first 2 minutes.
From the shadows.
I think it's because JR, man. Even though you're going to get the Ali in that early game, it doesn't surprise me that JR would come out on top somehow. He just seems to be able to outplay Ali.
I think Lady Sun does. I think Lady Sun does pretty decently into Ali early. Just because of Rocket. I mean, I think Lady Sun is one of the best laners in the game for sure for ADC because of the Rocket range. I guess Ali does have the mobility as well, right? So
how this matchup is actually going positively.
I mean, personally, she's one of my least favorite.
I
don't like her. I love playing her. She's one of my favorite at the moment. I keep playing her over and over again. I love her.
I'm a Hu Yi abuser. I just
fair enough.
That's just like. I mean, I was playing some games yesterday, and I was dropping some nuclear, like blazing sun arrows yesterday, just across the map. I was just like, get in there, lad! Like, not even finishing at like 10 kills or anything like that. Like, so many assists, but just from that ult, it's just like, yes.
You're the more supportive ADC. You don't want to be the carry.
No. That's it. Off lane ADC.
I love it. That's good.
That first game in this series has
Lady Sundra in laning phase is so disgusting. But I think I think the big reason why supports a bot lane this game is that there's just so much reliant on this Lady Sun and Ollie. Like whoever gets ahead out of Lady Sun and Ollie is just gonna run away from the game.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, if you try to put like the Lady Sun against Lady Shen in the mid lane, I think Lady Shen's early game like knockups and obviously the knock-on effect of her second ability as well. It's hard to sort of navigate around. There's only one role that you have, and that's on cooldown. And if you miss that role once, and then another ability comes through, you kind of scuff through.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Not gonna get too much out of it.
It's the same thing with Ali against Ganamo. You got so many parasols, and you've only got a couple blades come through. It's hard to land those couple blades.
Nice purity time actually.
Nice movement from him. And he's able to just walk it off. So far, so good for AG. They're keeping up.
Yeah, this is one of them games that you don't really want the ADCs mid. You just leave the control mages there. But then it means that the supports are always going to be bot lane this game because there's so much on these ADCs. Like I feel like both ADCs are going to be like the main carries in this game.
It was really funny because obviously when I did the boot camp for this early in the year, one of the casters did ask, was like, oh, well, did he ever draft the ADCs into the mid lane sort of thing? Or did he ever like rotate into the mid lane? And the KPL caster was just like, no, not at all. And then this comes through season 2. It's like, okay, maybe sometimes.
Yeah.
Whatever works for global.
Oh, King Ling. Oh, Byron, why are we going on Arlie? Why are we not going on King Ling? Okay, that was an interesting decision. Byron jumping on Arlie that has insane mobility instead of jumping in on the freaking King Ling that's right next to you, or the Kai Yan, whatever the fuck it's called. I don't know. Cayenne, yeah.
Before getting any sort
or you can call it Little Loot, even though it's not called Little Loot.
Yep, so
Little Loot.
Still nonetheless LGD.
Where does that reference come from?
Typical style of getting the trades.
Hero, I'm guessing. Maybe. I'm spitballing here, Stu. Don't put me on the spot.
Hey Rustfire, how's it going? Hello. Oh, Jing. Oh my god, this hero is so fucking disgusting. Man, how do you keep track of what you're actually doing with Jing? Like, I just do not get it.
I've tried it once, mate. I was just like, yeah, not for me. I'll put that one.
I tried Yao once as well, and I was like, nah, mate, there's too much going on with Yao. Like, what's going on? This hero is just fucking dashing and moving everywhere, and I'm just like, nah.
It's a little bit more of a tame version of Jing, something I can actually keep my eyes on. Like,
that's true. It's probably not as difficult as Jing, yeah, but it's still, there's just so much that, I mean, it's all about timing and knowing when to use what skill, because like Yao was all about his empowered skills and knowing which one to use at the right time, which is super important.
The first ability empowered one just cracked, because the combo with him is like, if you use your first ability to get your stacked ability, your first ability is straight back on cooldown, so and you get so much damage, it's crazy.
Yeah, then your powered first ability, you like double cast, don't you, basically? You like get,
they managed to
nuts. Like, even going against Lamb, even though obviously Lamb's been nerfed, I've been literally going like 1-to-1 with Lamb, even though he's got like so much HP.
And the moment you give them an advantageous fight, that's where they really start to put up the pressure to start snowballing.
A bit of a slower game though.
Went from 0 to 3,000 in a span of
saying that 3,000 goal lead for JDG, even LGD, sorry, JDG, that's fucking Chinese team. For LGD, even though they're only 1 kill ahead, that's kind of disgusting. Oh, Ollie's dead. CC'd, boom, dead. See you later.
Huge ultimate there for Zhang Fei, setting up a kill on towards
Zhang Fei, really nice ulti, and then into the do knock up, dead meat.
Really putting up the pressure. The Dun trying to get away from that. Oh, last hit on towards the side.
It's kind of sad, to be fair. I thought AG Global would have put up more of a fight. I mean, they only got lucky that they went through to the EWC, to be fair. They just scraped it against R8, and even R8 even had opportunities to win as well. So it does make you wonder that, like, you know, there's the teams in general, the EMEA finals were just terrible, basically.
Yeah, I guess if you look back at the Open Series, other than obviously Star Wars Esports, which is now obviously Team Falcon, other than that, the rest were quite new. So obviously Major Pride, they've been in since season 1. They did really well to go 1-2 against the Vicious.
Pick off there from
but then even S2G, even though they've got some really good, had some really good players on their team,
not able to back away from his with his.
Even S2G didn't really have a chance against AG Global, to be fair.
Can they turn this into a tower? Can they turn this into a tyrant?
And an X-Men,
like LGD is going to dissuade them from that. Trying to set up an ambush here in the bottom lane and at least delay the attack.
And hopefully Open Series 2 will be better. There'll be hopefully some EU teams in there as well.
To stop AG from getting
hopefully be pretty good.
At this point, they need to put a cap on the growth on.
What do you think about the last chance qualifiers? Who do you think is going to keep that spot for the UWC?
It would probably be the Weibo. I think.
Oh really?
Okay. I think it might be Weibo. Because then isn't Weibo the
she gets more value.
Yeah, the Malaysian team. Yeah, I just like the Malaysian team. I'm like, yeah. I mean, Virtus Pro are not gonna. Well, I mean, if we get NA versus EU, be nice. I guess. I don't know too much about Red Force and Scars because they're like obviously Korean and Japanese, so this is their kind of first tournament as well.
like you said,
So I just see Weibo, I see a bunch of Malaysian players, and I'm like, yeah, these guys are cracked.
They will get something in return.
I don't think Tribe have a chance. I don't think EU have a chance. I mean, maybe it's like Weibo versus one of the Korean or Japanese teams.
Yeah. Scars and the Korean team are both in KIC at some point, whether it was 22 or 23. I know Scars was in 23. I think the Korean team was under a different name, but I was talking to one of the old members of Tribe Gaming, and they was like, "Yeah, no, if it'll be the North Korean team because they've been playing on like the Chinese server for like donkey's years."
Yeah, same with SEA, right? They play on the Chinese server and everything. Yeah, Scars played in 2023. KIC became 9th to 14th.
They can pressure on towards this Tyrant while also letting the creeps push down towards the bottom lane, which means that
they went 1-0-5.
Five-man lineup to try and defend this area. They need to push out the bottom
And then there's nothing about Red Force.
And also rotate the members back. Zhong in towards the front lines, trying to dissuade them from getting close. Tyrant down half health already. Can they get a steal? Can they get a crucial kill?
Yeah, EU and NA don't have a chance, I think. I think it'll just be Weibo, Red Force, and Scars to probably.
Good start here for the side of AG, but no, down half health. He's in danger. He will fall. JR will pick up the kill, but Arlie, they smell blood. They're looking for more. They pick up Xiang as well. 2-for-1 trade-off. Finally, AG gets something out of a terrible start, and they will get the Tyrant. This is a good position for AG. This might be the start of something here, kid.
Yeah, finally they make a positive.
If AG don't win with Ali, then there's no hope.
Yeah, there's no hope. No hope at all. I mean, Zaze was pretty solid in the Open series, but now it's kind of like
there's some signs of
against
recovery,
JR.
right? But at this point, you take the small wins. It's not enough just yet. They're still trailing by about 3.
Oh, they were under Gen G, the Korean team were.
Oh, interesting.
Very high kill game, but Zero, I think.
What, same roster or?
Same roster, yeah.
I definitely sense a breath of fresh air for the side of AG.
Oh wait, Haku. Wait, Haku's in their roster.
To be invaded.
He's from Wild Rift. He played on fuck, who did he play on? He played on, he was at Wild Rift Icons. He played on a team. I can't remember.
A team.
It's a team. I don't know what team. Wild Rift Liquipedia. I search his name.
For sure. If you take a look,
I will see if I search his name. KT. He played on KT.
Crimson Reaper and the
played on KT.
We'll be going for the Daybreaker for the additional pierce. And at this point, if he plays his cards right with the Maple Dance, he could mute JR, and it could be a huge turnaround in the team fight as well.
Oh no, he didn't make it to Icons. Oh no, I remember now. He didn't make it to Icons. He just missed out on Icons.
Slightly more sustainable compared to the Lady Sun. Lady Sun kind of needs some downtime between her bursts, but Arlie with the auto attack.
I'm pretty sure he's a content creator as well. Pretty sure I follow him on Twitter.
If you're not
yeah, I remember his name. His name rings a bell.
Being pushed out by
this is someone else, but I'm pretty sure it is. I'm sure it's him.
Top tier 2 tower and the mid tier 1 tower as well. LGD not letting go of the pressure, not slowing down even after they.
I don't know anyone else there though. Illusion rings a bell, but. I don't think I know this person.
Improvement on the 10-minute match in the first game. That's all I'm saying.
I think it's making such fabulous plays. More importantly,
I mean, it's not that hard to improve from that game, I guess.
A lot of the burst potential, a lot of the fear factor that comes.
I mean, they're still like 4K goal behind, and they're behind in kills, and they're still this far behind. It's actually crazy how well they actually manage every single lane. They know where to be and where to get the most amount of gold.
As soon as he's done his job, he's
I can't believe how bad Dharma is underperformed in this tournament as well.
Really, like Dharma after Flash Ultimate.
I think it's just how strong, like how many times like Main and Elaine get picked. Especially with the Elaine Dolia combo, right? Like it's
one thing I
so
really
disgusting.
Like about the gameplay that AG is offering at this point is they
and the Lady Sun's build is interesting as well.
At this point because they,
no Trinity Force. Well, I call it Trinity Force. Not the purple. Yeah, Axe of Torment, that one. And also isn't going for the also isn't going for the other item, the sword that has the yellow wheel. Siege Breaker, yeah.
to make sure
They're
that
normally
they
2
survive.
core
And
items.
The moment he jumps back, suddenly his front
Pretty
line
interesting.
isn't looking that hot.
Just more crit, yeah.
Have that shield on towards the front. I mean,
Different
Byron,
build.
as tanky as he is starting to fall off in terms of the
anti-tank for
survivability,
Dune.
as
That's
hero
literally
does
it.
after the laning stage. So
I suppose going for
Zhe
anti-heal would
is
be.
going to be forced to be
You can already
I
see
don't know
it
what the
like
first
animals.
item does. I don't know.
It's anti-tank. Is it Star Chaser or something along those lines? It's actually called.
That's the one. That's the one that builds from that red tier 2 item as well, doesn't it? The one that Lady Sun normally builds early. Yeah.
As simple as
Yes,
how it
sir.
happened in game number 1.
Yeah, they can't exactly group
It's like just one of them items and straight into crit. Like it's a really aggressive build. And you don't get the extra movement speed when using ability in that.
And AG did not let
And also just benefiting more from attack speed as well.
Get AQ onto a Shang, but it will be the Tyrant going towards the way of the Musang King. But right now,
Jing stole it.
Yoink. 5 fight, even with the buff at this point of the game, is not something you want to fight up against, even if you have to.
Now you have to take the Vanguard.
So here, Zeiss will start off the Vanguard. That's gonna give them additional lane
Not
pressure.
Vanguard, Overlord.
To try and even
Jesus.
out the side
I'll get the
lanes.
names eventually.
If they are able to
Starbreaker,
get
that's
this,
what the
Musang gets the crucial kill.
He yoinked both the objectives.
That's a violation,
And
innit?
potentially might be sounding
Even with Primal Bond as well. That's brilliant. Oh my god, that is so good. He just steals one objective and it's like 1 minute later it's like, oh, I'll steal another one.
That clutch play from Musang King might be sounding in number 2.
Oh, that's cruel. That's cruel on AG Global. That is. That's a banger though. That's absolutely hilarious.
Jungle objectives and then Musang King coming along like, yeah,
Mate, Musang King is like. Oh, Ollie. Okay, that's hilarious though. I cannot believe that.
Not the worst deal in the world. Jungle for jungle. If you're behind, you take any trade.
It's kind of sad that Jing dies actually because they don't get this second high ground tower.
Already down to half health. Trying to poke and prod a little bit as well.
I need to see how low the. Oh, I'll look back afterwards. I want to see how low the Vanguard was. It's kind of funny.
For Musang King to get.
It might get the replay here actually.
Pick up once again.
I don't know what this replay is. Oh, it's just Byron dying.
For the kill to Xiang. Xiang can't really sustain the damage from both the Dharma as well as the Arlie, and he
wasn't the
did
flashiest
fall
plays.
before the
I mean,
fight.
you had Arlie literally on your ass as well at the same
I think it's
time.
one of the first replays I've ever seen in this tournament.
Really?
Yeah, I don't even remember seeing replays like that. Honestly, I don't remember replays at all, like during the middle of the game.
I got like flashbacks of PTSD, especially when the producer comes on air. It's like replay. It's like okay, replay's going on. What replay is going on? What play is getting replayed?
I didn't even know that happened. To be fair,
so far been managed to.
is Lady Sun gonna sell boots or does he?
Not really letting LGD do whatever.
Oh, she has the thingy now. She has the movement speed item.
Have been able to just slow down.
This item's so good on Lady Sun actually with the movement speed you get.
Oh, the Master Sword.
Yeah, so yeah.
One hit by JR and it will fall.
I will do an item cheat sheet eventually to remember all the names. That's what I want to do. I want to try and get like a whole Word document with like the pictures of the items, like a cheat sheet of like the basics of what they do and like their freaking names so I can remember them, because my god, it's so hard to remember names.
Did I not say the one from Boot Camp?
I mean, you might have done. Oh no, you did, yeah, but I mean, I probably have it. I mean, I'll have to scroll up quite a lot because we talk a lot, but you know.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Did I pin it? Did I pin? No, I didn't pin it.
Deep, I think the damage might be too much, but
Click on the name and see document share.
I don't think that's a thing on.
After that as well.
I think that's the thing on Discord.
He's done his early game aggression, stopping the tempo from LGD, and now he's just the tank in the front lines to set up his team for vision and information.
That's fine. I'll make my own. I'll find it. I'll either find it or I'll just. I mean, I'll use it as a helpful cheat sheet.
Yeah, it's
I cannot find the document
the Overlord is more important
anywhere.
than Tyrant, except of course the
Oh, what's that? Nope, that's my prep
It
sheet.
was like a file because it was a whole file of things. It was like pronunciations and
Oh.
Zeiss is
Oh yeah, I see it.
Daybreaker already completed. He's going to be going for the Sage's Sanctuary very soon, I assume. But this Vanguard going down very quickly. Can they rotate there in time? No, they cannot. I mean, Musang King with the damage.
Is playing
way
with
too
the
much
food
for
here,
them
surely.
to
I
deal
mean,
with.
AG Global are trying to freeze the lanes, getting into the crystal, but I don't know how long they want to hold this off for.
LGD have taken
just go next, baby.
Yeah, it's just it's like a matter of time, really, isn't it? Like one of them. I mean, AG have done pretty well to defend, but they can't move out of their base.
Yeah. What's the point defending if you can't get it at your base? It's kind of just like you're just delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
Waiting for LGD just to get.
I don't like when teams do this, by the way. Like they take an objective just before Primal Bond comes up. Not Primal Bond. The theme comes up. Tempest. Yeah. Because then you get Primal Bond. I mean, not that it really matters this game. There was one game that actually backfired. I think it was during this tournament that they took
It was R8, wasn't it? Or
no, it might have been R8 actually. Yeah.
None of the teams
R8 or
in
Loops
this
against
knockout stage
one of the other
has been
teams.
able to come back after.
And they took Vanguard. They had Primal Bond, and they couldn't take Tempest.
Looking like it's a
no, it wasn't Loops. It was Osiris. Sorry, because they always struggle to get the end game. They'll do great early to mid game, and then end game. It's just like what do we do, lads? How do we finish the game? They struggled every game, which is
because they actually held on.
It's sad to be honest. I really wanted them to get
as long
to
as they can for the Shadow Vanguard as well. And at this point, I don't think they have eyes on Musang King just yet. They don't exactly know where he is.
I don't think anything else is really. I don't think that's going to happen. I think it's just going to be LGD just luring them in. I don't think they're actually going to finish this. I mean, they might do. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. True. The game's about to end. Oh wait, it's actually going to end. Yeah.
All that defending for nothing. What the heck?
Yeah.
That's like.
I mean, you're in a tough situation. I mean, you lose Tempest, you lose. Like you lose.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lose-lose situation.
Anything to finish off the game. Mistakes were made.
Nothing you could do.
But LGD will take that win regardless.
All that defending for them to go. Oh no!
Oh no! Shadow Vanguard's in our base. We lose. Oh no! They probably let that happen on purpose. They can go next. Oh, quick 3-0. We love it.
We do love a quick 3-0.
Extremely difficult for the side of AG. So AG, I think.
Also, King Dofu is always like 10 FPS as well. I don't know what's wrong with his internet, but my god. His cam is always 10 FPS. It's so funny to watch.
On VMix, it's not. So I think it's something to do with the VMix.
Maybe it's producer, maybe? I don't know.
I might actually WhatsApp them to see if they've actually cottoned on with that.
Because Zero's fine. You're fine. Zero's fine. Hauler's fine, but Kindofu just seems like he's always 10 FPS. I don't know if it's his connection to like connecting to VMix or something. I don't know. I think Galamo is even more useless than most Mosey. Dang. Oh, I think Galamo is more useless than Mosey. I mean, maybe. I'm slowly starting to like Mosey more and more, but I'm still a Mosey hater.
I hate to be the pronunciation guy, but it's Mutsu. Mutsu.
I'm not saying that. No, that's not happening. Mosey is my guy.
I only realized it because I think it was Kaseya I was speaking to, and she was like, "Yeah, ZI is pronounced as like TSU," and I was like, "Oh, so it's like it's not Fuzi, it's Futsu."
Is actually on the side of Snow because Snow did
so
well against the lineup of LGD. He was one of the
but aren't these supposed to be English names anyway for the heroes? Like, or is it the same on the Chinese server as well, like the same names?
And with the Frostguard Embrace as well, he managed.
So I feel like on the Chinese server they're different, but then they got like translated to the global server.
JR's positioning, as we all know, has been spectacular.
But hey, I'm saying Mosey.
I don't know if you've realized as well when like you get into a game or if you finish a game and you get like a rank on your hero, no matter the number, it has TH at the end of it rather than like third, second, or first.
Oh, really? I never noticed that, to be fair.
Yeah, it was like 84th. No, it was 83rd. I was like, what? What are you about? And I noticed on all the graphics of this season 2 one as well. It says TH on the bottom of like 9th. No, so it was like 3rd and 4th or 4th and something.
Jesus.
It had like the TH on it. I was like, yeah, I don't think they know or realize that that's not the case.
That's not the actual translation. That's funny though.
On the first day, I was just like, I almost read it as they said it. I was like, no, that's wrong. This is like, I'm gonna sound like an absolute idiot if I say that way.
Third.
Place. Oh mate, that's hard.
That is hard. You still say the third, but then you just add the th at the end.
That was the situation that LGD put in, so you can't take that away from LGD as well. They played the map in the late game very well, and they still got the win in the end.
Yeah, so if you take a look at the damage taken, right, from
That's funny.
I think it tells a very perfect story of the draft being the issue here for the side of AG. I think execution-wise, we've already seen people like Snow.
Now we have to witness one more game of this.
There is merit towards the Dharma pick.
And hopefully tomorrow's semi-finals will be pretty good.
They could not get the situation and position.
Well, at least he wasn't cast in the quarterfinals because they've been pretty boring so far, to be honest.
Yeah, no, yeah, I am.
You've been blessed with the semis and the finals.
Let's take a look at the
in
graph
hindsight,
for
I'm
this
probably
game.
glad,
It's
to
gonna
be
be
honest,
not a very snowbally game. If you look at the net worth, it's never gone past the 5,000 mark, and at every point of
I like the fact they've done a show match this time around, because I mean, in the grand finals of season 1, all they'd had was the ceremony opening, the match, done. And obviously, because it was a 3-0 from VKS and A7, it was just sort of like, oh, it was literally like an hour and a half, maybe stream cast.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be co-streaming that. I need to check if they want me to co-stream the show match or not. I don't know if they will. Wait, are you like, is there like a cast for the show match as well?
Yes.
Oh, weird. Interesting. Okay. I mean, to be fair, I don't know anyone on the show match, to be fair. They announced it already on social media, didn't they?
Yeah, well, it's led by two of the best Chinese players in KPL, so AG Cat and I don't know how to say the guy's name. It starts with a W, but they're two.
LGD Wei Zhong,
yeah.
I think.
He was always the sacrificial lamb.
So
I don't know any of these.
Be it the death in one lane, so they could take it in such a way that they won the objectives as well. Doesn't matter. LGD just outplayed every single instance on the side of All Gamers Global. So I thought, the start of the game was really good coming from AG. But slowly but surely, once Musang King hit that itemization with the Exo Torment, I think that was where it started to crumble.
We'll see, I need to check.
Yeah, absolutely. It's it was a fantastic start there for LGD. Getting towards that 3,000 network very quickly.
Double yoink on objective. Oh wait, I want to go back and watch it. Oh wait, it might be in the highlights.
With a couple of crucial pickoffs like this.
Give me the double yoink of the objective. That was so good.
And then that's when things started to get a little bit out of hand here for LGD. They weren't really able to push the timing, push the tempo, as they took a couple of bad fights. Snow with another good pickoff onto Xiang here before the bottom fight. And it was
it's like that SpongeBob meme. It's like he steals one objective. It's like a few moments later. Oh, there it is.
If it wasn't for Musang King, I think.
I think it's like 500 HP. Hold on. Not quality. Where's playback speed? 0.5. I think it was 578. I think it was. Wait, does Dunn have smite? Did he just not smite? Oh, he smited way too early. I think he smited early. How do you miss smite there? You have such a big smite. I'm guessing Primal Bond also reduces damage of smite. That would make sense.
It would make sense, to be honest.
I think he actually smited too early. He smited to 500 HP. Because at 2.9 here, this is where he smites, I think. Oh no, it's not. When does he? Oh, he smite. He doesn't. He just doesn't smite. I think he smited Musang King instead. That's where the cooldown comes. Yeah, look, he smites Musang King. Oh, what a steal though! Holy shit, 500 HP. How do you smite? Does like 1.5k damage or like 2k damage, doesn't it? Like, how do you miss smite? That's bad. That's really bad.
I think it was because if you look at Snow's at the back of the actual Overlord camp there, so maybe there was hoping that Snow was going to defend it.
Like CC. Oh, he got knocked back by.
The left side.
Yeah. I guess Dharma didn't know where. I mean, Jing done pretty well, to be fair, to come from that side, because Dharma didn't realize.
Outcome of the
complete blind spot.
Crucial.
What a yoink! Love it.
Towards that shadow
What a yoink.
Like
Love
to
it.
help us with the voting as well. We
Yoink.
are going to
Yoink.
Come on, Stu, you voted. Come on, Stu. Tell me you
What?
voted.
Oh, no, I haven't voted yet.
All you
No.
need to do is to help us out. Go to esportsawards.com. Drop that vote
Esports Awards
that we will be able to top
2024.
well as strongly.
What's my vote for? Accept and continue. Vote now.
I mean,
Wait, when even is it?
the Honor
Vote in the general election, vote for this.
Globally
Okay.
has just been
Yeah, I didn't vote in general election. Not that it made a freaking difference anyway, to be fair, as well. It's a landslide.
And all the staff.
Landslide.
Stream of the year, I show speed.
I know, I saw that.
That's funny. Cadril. Mobile esports game of the year. Honor of Kings. Oh, where's Wild Rift? Esports content group of the year.
If you follow and share
G2.
our social media,
Esports game of the year. Oh, no, Kings is not on here. League of Legends. Esports personality of the year. Cadril. Esports breakthrough player of the year. I do not know any of these.
Probably all Valorant or something, I guess.
No, I mean, I wouldn't know Valorant. I think Sniper is from League of Legends. I'll go for him. I'm pretty sure he's from League of Legends. Esports content and coverage platform. Liquipedia. But ESI is pretty good as well. Esports publisher of the year. There's no Timmy or no Tencent. Right. Esports commercial partner of the year. I don't know. Mastercard's pretty good, I guess. Esports creative team of the year. Vitality. Hey. We'll go for that. Esports content of the year. Gods. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me. Esports analysis of the year.
Behind them. And on their shoulders as well. So
the girl from Valorant's actually pretty good. Evil Cat. I'll go family though. This league. Submit votes. 50% complete. I don't want to put my name.
Potential win condition comes from, and that's going to come in the form of the drop. So AG, I think they need to do a little better than the first two games. We have seen improvement already.
Jesus, I have to put my freaking age. I have to tell them I'm old.
Level 1.
Got some of your boomer, mate.
Absolutely.
Thanks for voting. All right, thanks.
Draft once again. Game number 1 was a
when even is it? I don't know when it is. I haven't even like looked at it. See when it is. 24th of August. Oh, it's next month.
Will it be once again a repeat performance
I
for
thought it was this month.
or will AG finally break through and get a win for themselves on the board?
Are you following the Esports World Cup? No, I haven't watched a lot of it so far. I've watched bits of it. I watched like the opening ceremony thing. I've tuned into a couple of games, but I haven't like watched it. Actually, I watched some of the League of Legends, but I haven't watched a lot of it. All right, AG, get Ollie again. Not that it makes any difference.
And
one bit. I mean, JR probably not going for Ladies Son if it's not been banned. I mean, why would you ban that? And there's so many more things to be banned right now.
Oh, Zhongfei being picked again on red side. Lady Shen this time around.
So this is a pretty decent start.
They ban away Dun instead of Lady Shen.
They lose
the Ali, they get Lady Shen instead. It's kind of smart actually, because they leave open Ali, they give Ali first pick, but then they still get the power pick of Lady Shen this time, instead of banning it.
We got the
one-trick Princess Frost! Winnable! Winnable! One-trick Princess Frost!
I mean, it's live now, but Dev will literally pick that so much in the Open Series. I think.
Yep, it was just every single game, one trick.
I think they picked the Princess Frost. If I'm not wrong, Princess Frost's percentages for winning hasn't been the best. If best is even
tell him, kid, tell him.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, it's just because Lady Shen is broken. Everyone's just picking Lady Shen.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
Lady Shen.
One Princess Frost was the hero.
Oh, I mean, the only reason Princess Frost is picked because it's comfort, I guess.
It's been shifted towards
I mean,
the poor man's Princess Frost, as we did say in season 1. Now, Lady Zen is the has become
queen of the mid.
Princess Frost has fallen
Lady Shen is the queen of the mid.
So it's interesting to see both of them in the.
Oh wait, Dolia didn't get picked. Oh shit, I completely missed that one. Wow, they actually prioritized Zhongfei over Dolia. I think that's just to put Musang King on more of a carry.
We get to see the best of
both worlds
top
in Brazil and into this tournament. It's been great.
You played support once as well by LGD. It was kind of funny to watch it, to be fair. I was watching that game, I was like, holy shit, it's kind of funny. It's like running around.
More support than they do in the Clash lane.
But I think I heard you say that on broadcast, but then it's been played a lot. I think it's been played more top though by Brazil this tournament so far.
Yeah, in season 2, yeah, in Chalk BR, the win rate for Rome was better than it was in Clash lane.
That's funny. That was good.
Because with the Cannon Blast, the stunts
Sunbin Kaiser, how they go to another tank jungle, which gives them the ability to pick Sunbin. Sunbin's not bad. Movement speed for Kaiser, movement speed for Mai, healing. It's not bad.
Kaiser is really good with the Sunbin.
Yeah.
Just a couple of
I mean, now LGD are just going to pick an aggressive jungler because they can do, because they have the Zhongfei. That's super interesting that they picked Zhongfei over Dolia. Really interesting. Oh, Menki, second tank. Wow, they're going double. They're going like triple tank. LGD lack a little bit of damage, to be fair, this game. They don't have a lot of great damage. I mean, they have Lady Shen, Lady Sun, but they don't really have that much. I mean, maybe they want the synergy with Menki and Sansa just jumping in. Like you can CC chain like the Menki knock up with the Sansa knock up as well. Maybe could be a possibility of why they picked Menki. I thought they just picked Jing again. Actually, no, I don't know if it was banned. Was it banned? Whoops.
No, Jing wasn't banned now.
They could just pick Jing again, right? Because you already have a tank, right? So it's like, I thought they'd go more aggressive jungler.
Let's see how this is going to turn out.
Absolutely, the potential last game here for all gamers.
I mean, there's so much spacing on the side of LGD for Lady Sun again. You got Sansa frontline, you got Zhongfei, you got Menki. Like, no one's getting to Lady Sun this game. Now, how does Mayin Kaiser get to Lady Sun? I mean, maybe with the move speed from Sunbin, but then they're just going to get stopped by Menki and Sansa.
I mean, LGD, they've got everything they need. They've got everything they want.
Also, I got the skin for Lady Sun. I've been watching it way too much, so I had to buy it. I was like, holy, this skin is so good.
Yeah. I mean, the skin line itself is gorgeous.
The other one as well. Who's the other one that has the skin? Angela. Angela as well.
That's what I bought. Even though I don't play Angela, it's just the most beautiful skin.
Yeah.
And then obviously the Chow one you get for free anyway. So.
Oh yeah.
And even if they don't, can they take an early lead in the number of turrets? And right off the bat, LGD already stealing the first.
Yeah, see, this game LGD have gone Lady Sun mid, which is kind of interesting because they have Lady Shen bot. So, saying Lady Sun and Lady Shen is so annoying. By the way, can I just say Sun and Shin? So much easier than saying Lady every single time.
The ladies, you can't dethrone their ladiness.
Yeah, it's true.
It's much easier to do so.
Yeah, but this is also why.
Okay, rotating Lady Sun back to bot.
Kit allows you to really dive in a little bit deeper than you normally can with the traditional.
I mean, Lady Sun does have more clear than Lady Shen early, to be fair, but it's not by that much difference. Oh, Mayin.
Coming in from Menki, but Devil there rotating up towards the top lane.
He said Devil. I mean, I would call him Devil as well. To be honest, I would call him Devil as well. It's
I don't know why he's changed it to Lived.
Yeah, Lived is a bit of an interesting name. It's like, I lived.
The least thing is done.
Lived.
As the poor man's Lady Zen in season 2,
just call it like AG Lived Laugh Love.
Her CC is just so much better in the late game, personally, just because that you can dispel the slows, but you can't dispel the roots coming from Princess Frost there. 1-2 and out, slow them down first before setting up the Frigid Prison, and then the ultimate is always such an oppressive skill. Much bigger area compared to the Lady Zen.
Oh, top lane, please. Top lane. Oh, Mai with the CC immunity. Okay.
Oh, nice dash away by Snow, to be fair. Very nice dash away. It's a comfort pick for Snow, right? Snow picks this quite a lot. I mean,
either that or the Elaine, yeah.
I like that too, but I prefer
the Elaine's just not been working for their son.
Oh, most of this? Okay.
Going for a kill under Hong. Great pickup there for the side of AG.
Oh, we got two here? No flash.
Princess Frost dropping the ultimate. Where Winter is coming. Winter was there.
Yeah.
Looks like he was able to survive.
Okay, AG first blood.
So one pick off. Early pick up there from the side.
Taking notes from Team Vitality.
To get the first blood, but they're being pressured on both sides. Bottom lane.
I know, it's just all tanks.
tower.
Disgusting.
Already in the Might Golem for the side of AG already, and the silence.
Menki steal
trying
this?
to delay the steal, but they managed to get it anyways.
He gets it.
Well, I'm just
Yeah, the untargetability is so broken.
Poor man's
it's like having status.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. It's like a free status.
Pretty good at this point, right? And
It's so hard to kind of aim though the first ability at times because like, do I prefer the knock up or do I prefer to stasis myself?
A decent job at delaying the game for the side of AG.
Absolutely, the ultimate is much easier to land, the roots as well. And my personal favorite combo is actually out 1 and then 2, just the out being able to set up the slow easier, and then you can get him in the freeze later on. But,
Old 1, 2. I played ballsy. I just played 2. Go 2 first.
As long as you
if you miss the route, then FF.
The second skill, right?
Yeah, GG, go next. I'll get up next time, lads.
At this point, we are looking at the first
Sunsea's coming around on his boat. So look at that trip he's making.
Where is he? Oh, he's going for a full trip. Oh, he went all the way into the backline for the Princess Frost.
Very low. Snow going for a kill, and Xiang will die. Zeiss will be able to get the last hit, and Zeiss wanted to go a little bit deeper, but his teammates said, "All right, we're done here. We got
okay, they actually took the Tyrant as well.
And we're gonna back off." So great.
Not bad.
AG, able to get the Tyrant, get a kill.
I guess he was trying to zone out Princess Frost. I guess.
No.
Oh, Sunbin, see ya. Hi, Sunbin.
Rush, bro.
Making life a little bit more
Bye, Sunbin. It's nice knowing you, buddy.
Is this a game that they can actually do it?
This early game,
I mean, I'm not too sure why you phase check the one that's like
AG.
not closest to you after a Tyrant fight as well.
been,
I don't know why you phase
stunted,
one towards the turret,
Menki is one of those
considering it
heroes
wasn't pushed.
Especially playing Sunbin and not Zhongfei, for example.
Yeah, Kaiser, he does not fall off in a late game. He's still that tanky bruiser, very sticky in the front lines, and he can soak up so much damage towards the late game stages as well, while also providing that additional damage to his team. Snow trying to slow down Musang King here, but in bad position. He has the red buff, which means that every attack he's going to be able to slow you down and do a bit of damage towards you as well.
LGD's gold.
So top tier 1 tower falling towards the side.
Oh yeah, it's like 2k gold lead already. It's disgusting.
Yeah, they're ahead of the objectives, head of kills. It's like, nah, we're still ahead of you, bro. Don't worry about it.
Stalling them, not letting them get close towards the tower, but LGD has other plans in mind. They're going for the Overlord.
Showing them exactly what they did in game.
So I mean, it just seems like they just don't miss any farm at all. Like they know how to push the waves. Like Musang King knows where to be on the map to farm the jungle as well. Like know what camps are up as well.
Here,
oh my god, the Zhongfei ulti was clean.
Separated from the rest of his team, the damage coming from JR, starting to rack up, but Lady Zen's ultimate will stop them from progressing forward any further as well. So
I thought Zhongfei ultimate was going to be the key, but it wasn't.
Xiang will still fall in the end. So AG still have been able.
I mean, AG needs to get some bloody towers.
They're not getting out of it.
Bloody towers, mate.
Objective across the map.
Come on, lab.
AG still surprising every single person here in the crowd as well.
Here we go. Zay's answering our call. Answering our prayers. Go on, Zay's.
I don't think he's even going to get it. They're going to rotate top in time, I think. Yep. They still don't have any towers. Oh my.
Yeah, to do it, hopefully. I mean, the turret's plating's off now, so.
Good movements from both AG and LGD. AG really putting pressure on towards the top lane, but LGD.
I look at this, like they're downing kills, but they're 2,000 gold ahead. Oh, where's Sunset going? She's going all the way bot lane. What's even the cooldown of the ship? Do you know the cooldown roughly?
Kaiser pops the ultimate, silence a bit too early in my book. Kaiser pops the invincible warrior, tanks up a lot of damage towards the front line, but they don't have to follow up.
I'm assuming it's relatively long compared to others, because like some ultimates like 20 CD, 20 second CD.
One huge teamfight ultimate down from the side of LGD. Is this an over-aggression from them? They have no more teamfight ultimate, but they will. Man, mid lane tower as well. Like, how did LGD just take all towers for free? And like, look, Menki just goes and invades, take all the jungle camps. Myosis tag can't do nothing. He's a level behind already.
27 seconds.
That's pretty short, actually. Damn, that's actually a lot shorter than what I thought.
Looking like they're almost always in fighting shape.
Yeah, they got the Menki, which doesn't really need any sort of cooldowns. He's always ready to fight. So is the Sun Tzu, so is the Lady Sun. So very good point that, you know, even if they lose the ladies.
Hey, look, he's playing the hand cam like me. He's an old man like me. He's not using his fingers. He's just using his thumbs. And that means I can be a pro, like Musang King.
Goes here, this one goes there.
Yeah, look, even my chat, even Bo says in chat, it's like, yeah, 2 fingers only. Well, 2 thumbs, really. The guy doesn't use any fingers. That's me.
They need to slow him down, right? Because at this point, you really
That's boomer me right there. That guy's a boomer as well. I love it.
At this point, if they don't
Best jungler in the tournament only uses 2 thumbs. Meta.
Like said in the intro of LGD, don't be scared of us, we have 10 fingers.
Game number 2
all human.
You know, Mankey is not one of those heroes that is very flashy towards the late game stage. He doesn't provide a lot of damage.
What you didn't see there, he was actually using his pinky under his phone, Stu.
He has one of the backpad things.
They're trying to do something else in return.
That's good.
Invincible Warrior, Princess Frost drops the ultimate as well.
As a scuff controller.
Just so tanky. He's only down to half health.
Oh, nice ulti. Nice zone ulti from Zhongfei. He might get tower for this. Oh, Main, okay.
In trouble, Main will break him down. Snow once again has Zhong's number.
Snow kind of cleaned on Main. Yeah, they're actually kind of winning this.
Looks like AG wants a little bit more. They're going for the fight, so he drops the ultimate. Musaki trying to back away.
There's no one. Oh, no one else died.
Musaki to back off just in time, and Maya Sword is no more.
I mean, I might get mid lane tower for this.
And he's gonna be happy to back off and heal up.
Oh, we're not pushing mid. Hey, ladies on my ulti. Oh yeah.
They might try and go for this mid tier 1 power, and I don't think.
No, they can't. They can't walk on.
Until
Man, they still don't get anything, even with like a small advantage. Like they just don't get anything at all. Like they're not invading. They don't get anything. I think that's one thing that LGD do good. Is like once they get a small advantage, and it doesn't even need to be a big advantage. It could just be something simple like clearing out a wave or something. They just look for the invade. Like look here, like Musang King. Like as soon as you get a small advantage, you clear through mid lane, boom, invade through jungle. Oh, my Osatis might be dead. Oh, ulti used early actually as well.
His invincible warrior trying
yeah, they just lose Tyrant here.
The ladies and ultimate was just dropped in a perfect
oh no, the Tyrant reset.
Just stop him from retreating or even moving on forward. So no ultimate there for Kaiser. That's a point of concern. Can he really fulfill his role without his ultimate reducing damage? Looks like they will not try and contest this Tyrant. But
Osatis actually keeping up on levels this game though, which is kind of nice. Kind of a change. Oh, now this is where LGD just take all the enemy jungle camps. Musang King goes up. Oh wait, no, I ain't got no one. They take all jungle camps. Mostis can't farm anything. Oh, now Musang King's a level ahead.
I can almost guarantee you it is going to be the Overlord that they're gonna set their sights on.
Yeah, position is perfect.
That's an early Princess Frost ultimate, probably too early. She only used one. She only used ulti on 1 minion. She didn't wait for next wave. Holy moly! It's a 3-0, baby.
And with the protection of Ze on that Zhang Fei, he's gonna be very tough to deal with. Silence comes in. They want to try and pick off the JR before the fight even starts. But it's not going to be enough because Zhong with that defensive ultimate will be able to keep them at bay. And now, like you said, they're going straight for the Overlord, and that's going to help them push up to the high ground.
Push up to the high ground, baby. I mean, farm lane, Sunsea's going to be able to clean that up pretty quickly. Man, 6k gold though. Well, I mean, they're 5.1k gold, but that's a whole item, man.
Yep. To me, they're not even ahead in kills either.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, it's just been all towers. Like, there's 6 towers to do. Oh, there's Sunset ulti in the back. Holy moly. Ollie. Nope. Oh, Main's trying. Nope. GG's.
Finished them, Bin's left alive. What's she gonna do?
GG's. Hey, Optimus, how's it going? And the game just ends like that. It's that quick.
Yep.
One team fight at 12 minutes, and boom, the game's over.
Yeah, LGD was just like, yeah, nah, I can't be bothered going for another Tempest fight, to be honest.
Look at Sunset just running around.
Just denying the crystal, mate. It's like, yeah, you're not taking that from me, babe.
Just flying around. I wasn't even close. It's pretty underwhelming, to be fair, from AG Global. I mean, hopefully they improve for EWC, but super underwhelming for them.
This is the thing, it's like, it's a bit of a hopium here. Copium. I'm hoping that AG have just played well enough just to get to EWC so that they don't kind of have too much that they've shown in the Season 2.
Nah, that's hopium. That's hopium.
I know, it's huge opium. I've got a mask and everything. You can probably tell that my mouth's like muzzled right now. But I just for their sakes rather than mine, I just hope so. I mean, they were clean in Open Series 1. It's like, what happened?
Yeah. I think, like you said, they've just not been tested, and they couldn't adapt to this tournament, I guess, as well. Malaysia looking too good.
Malaysia team. Yep. Mate, none of them sweating. They're like, yeah, nice. This is easy. This is like a Sunday lunch, mate.
Can we have the mic for Ji-Hong, please?
Can we have the mic? Microphone check.
Okay.
Mic check.
Ji-Hong, I saw when it comes to the first game just now, right? You played Shangguang. It was immensely powerful, but they even banned your Shangguang for the second map or second match. Now, what is actually your favorite hero as
I wonder why she's got a notepad this time, because I mean, for the first so many days, she didn't really have a notepad.
Yeah.
It's like she didn't need it the first first 7 days. She was really good.
I mean, normally you have a normally you like it's just
have, like, show cards, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, true actually. Yeah, they don't have show cards, I guess, for this. That is actually interesting. You have a notepad instead of show cards. I think sometimes it's difficult to remember the questions. Sometimes you wanna. Sometimes you like watch the games, and as you're watching the games, you think of questions to like ask or whatever. Did you see my ping on Twitter? No, what was your ping on Twitter? What was there? Notifications. Hey, what ping was there?
Wait,
Wait,
bro.
What? I didn't see your ping on Twitter. I don't see a ping from you, Optimus, on Twitter.
Don't think twice, just go for it. Thank you so much for the Shangguang tips. Next, gonna head over to maybe Jimmy first. Jimmy sini lah kita main pusing-pusing. Jimmy, congratulations again, Jimmy. Now you saw how your teammates actually perform, right? And it's quite an immense game, a very how do I say, a lot of team fights. And
oh, that one. Oh, sorry, that one. Oh yeah, I saw that one. Yeah. I can proc you guys and you my Xiao Xiao. Oh yeah, I saw that. I don't know how often Keys plays, to be fair. I don't think he's playing a lot. I don't think he's like, I mean, I don't think a lot of people are grinding as much on HOK as they did with Wild Rift before. There's a few players that are grinding. That I know, but on the Wild Rift scene, but not a lot. Now we get to watch Vivo Keyed 3-0. Yay.
Yeah. I think it's because players have just invested so much time into it, haven't they, with Wild Rift? And I mean, some people will prefer Wild Rift over Honor of Kings, and that's completely
yeah, I think the only reason that people would move over is because of esports, which is especially with Open Series 2 as well.
The global launch event's been, I think, probably the best of any MOBA because the amount you can get for free, especially with this daily one where you can literally get heroes at zero, like nothing at all. It's like
yeah, the refresh one. Yeah.
Way better than most MOBA launches. I mean, they're not cheap. The heroes in this game aren't cheap, and they're not as generous with the blue mode. Well, their equivalent of blue mode, star shards or whatever it is, and you wouldn't be able to get the heroes based off that just alone.
Oh yeah, you get a lot of free stuff at the start. Like the progress in this game feels a lot more satisfying.
And the fact that they gave you the Hello Kitty collab skin for free. I mean, even when that was released in Turkey, it was, I think it...
And even giving the pay skin out for free, like the Bruce Lee one.
Yeah, the Lee Sin one. Yeah.
Sick.
Lee Sin. Why did you say Lee Sin? Jesus Christ.
Bruce Lee, yeah. Don't worry, it's basically Lee Sin. I was with Nomo. Oh, Nomo's grinding? Oh shit, I'd be kind of hyped to see Nomo. It'd be interesting to see if any Wild Rift teams kind of come together and make a team for Open Series 2. I wonder if the LCQ is getting streamed or not. I haven't heard anything yet about the LCQ being streamed.
Yeah, I haven't been given any.
Yeah, I haven't.
Oh, do you want to cast it? It's like, no,
yeah.
At all.
Wow, soulmates.
Whether, I think.
But I would like to just watch it though. Like even if they just have somewhere to watch it, I don't know if they even have anywhere to watch it at all.
I'm pretty sure it's only like 2 days, isn't it? So I mean, to try and like put together a huge production for 2 days, it kind of makes not much sense.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have like something though, just to watch it. Like I wouldn't mind them just putting on the games just to watch. Honestly, like they don't need to do like a full-blown production for it. Just somewhere to watch it would be
Maybe they'll
nice.
do it in client or something. I mean, it's potential they could just do
probably.
it in client.
There's a possibility. Yeah, that's true. Because it's only just a yeah, single round robin best of 3. Oh wait, I just realized there's 5 teams. So is it a group? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, huh? I'm confused now. Is this single round robin best of 3, but there's 5 teams? I just realized. How does that work?
Good question.
Is it a group then? Everyone plays against each other over 2 days, and whoever comes out first wins? Could be that. That could be a possibility if every team plays against each other once. I have no idea. They haven't really said a lot about that competition, to be fair. Like, what's happening?
I suppose because it's not last minute, but at the same time, it's kind of like they had to put that on for it being global launch to try and put like either the Korean teams or the Japanese.
It does definitely feel like last minute though. It's only like a couple of weeks before EWC, to be fair. I mean, they haven't even announced the other team yet, the SEA direct invite. I guess they're waiting for this tournament to end, but
yeah, I think it'll be the LCQ maybe will go first, and then they'll announce the
yeah.
I'm low key. I
hope it's secret, to be fair. Like, I would like to see LGD and secret. To be honest, it'd be nice. Are they one of the partner teams? Who are the partner teams for HOK Esports? They did a tweet with all the partner teams right off who it could be.
Yeah. Did you mean Blacklist? Sorry.
No, Team Secret. No, I was saying I hope it's Team Secret because they've been looking good, like with LGD. Oh yeah, they are. Oh yeah, I'm stupid. Oh yeah, I'm dumb. Okay, ignore me. I'm stupid.
I was like, is Stu having a senior moment here?
Yeah, probably. Wait, so it's out of Kagendra, Boom, Impunity, or RRQ by the looks of things on this, because they're the only partner teams. RRQ, Impunity, Boom, and Kagendra.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, it's not like a partnered invite. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I know it's weird.
I hope it's either Blacklist or RRQ personally.
I mean, it could be any SET. Well, no one knows, do they really? Could be any SEA team.
To invade the jungle and lost and failed to do so. They've still been able to find something, another object.
Yeah, there's gonna be no Turkish team at EWC, is there?
And
that's crazy.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I mean, there is only, other than S2G and
for
Chaos.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Besiktas Esports, but
I don't think Turkey are the strongest region. To be fair, I don't think they're that strong.
Even though Foot Esports has got a Chinese coach, they had Bu Ping, didn't they? They didn't really do that well. I was actually really shocked how poor Foot Esports actually played.
I mean, I think they're in the group of death. To be honest, I think I expected them to go 0-3. To be honest with you, because I don't think there's anywhere. I don't think they ever beat Boom. They ever beat Vivo Kid, and like no way. And Vitality was like, I don't know, it just depends on how good Vitality play as a team, but then that's their first series and they lose that, and it's like, yeah, it's GG from there. I don't think they win the other two, against the other two teams. Maybe if they were in the other group, they could have had a better chance, like maybe, but
yeah.
I think their group is too hard.
On Wikipedia, it just says it's single round robin, isn't it? So
yeah, that's what I was saying. It's weird, but then if you scroll down, it has the group. It has like one group if you scroll down. Okay. It would make sense that it's just one group. Every team plays against each other. So you'd play 2 games a day, right? Because there's 5 teams. Yeah, you play 2 games a day, and then the top team goes through. That kind of makes sense. Yeah, I just hope they do some sort of like something to watch.
Show it,
yeah. We'll see. We shall see. All right, now we have to wait 10 minutes. Got a 10-minute break. What do I do for 10 minutes?
Yeah.
She's still going to pop the damage charge.
Give me another short day. Oh yeah, true. I probably will go get something to eat and a drink.
My goodness, that wraparound was so beautiful. It ended the game in such perfect unison for the side of LGD.
AG Global out. I hope they improve for EWC. If not, it will just be a whitewash at EWC as well. Honestly, it might be kind of fun to watch like AG Global against like Vitality or something, or even AG Global, like you said, against Falcons. That could be an interesting matchup. That'd be an interesting matchup as well. Quite a few interesting matchups for AG. I mean, I don't know, like the disappointment from EMEA finals to this tournament is kind of sad, to be fair.
Yeah.
To be fair, they did get the best team in the tournament, didn't they? So it's kind of hard. They did draw against the best team in the tournament. They took a bullet for Vitality, but then Vitality even got smashed 3-0 as well, so it didn't even matter. Tomorrow's LGD against Loops. So it'll basically be Malaysia first seed against Brazil second seed, and Brazil first seed against Malaysia second seed.
Yeah.
Pretty nice. Pretty cool day tomorrow. And then the final. And then the day after, LCQ. That's crazy how there's just so much, there's so many competitions, like it's crazy. So many competitions.
Yeah,
I like
even
it.
at EWC, you've got the Saudi Championship taking place at the same time at EWC, haven't you?
100%.
Oh, is it? Oh god, I didn't even know that. That's funny.
Yeah. The Arab Championship finals.
That's crazy. I don't know when the Open Series is as well. That might be close to EWC. I don't know when the Open Series 2 starts, like the qualification starts.
We know.
Oh yeah, we know. Yeah, true. That's true. No, but there's qualifiers before that. We know when the later stages to get, like the in-game qualifiers. I mean them.
Oh.
Yeah. That's what I mean. I don't like, because the registration started today, didn't it? It's today until July 13th. God, is my picture memory good? I don't know. It's something like that, right? If they showed it on stream today, I think it's like July 13th or something like that. Nope. They haven't showed it on stream yet. I don't think today. But anyway, yeah. I mean, I don't know when the actual qualifiers in-game start.
Yeah, I think it depends on the success of it, to be honest, because like season 2, there's meant to be in-game qualifiers, but there weren't that many teams that obviously could go on for it because of the really strict location and region thing. So I don't think we got as many teams as they wished, whereas this one is just literally EU. So as long as you're in a European country, you're sorted.
You're sorted, yeah.
So hopefully it's a little bit more successful this time around in game. If not, then obviously we know when the round of 16 starts.
Flashy as hell, and what a result.
Absolutely. He was everywhere across the map. The team fight, his initiations, as well as cutting towards the back line, set his team up for victory. And Xiang definitely was very instrumental in getting LGD their third win in this series. And if you take a look at what happened in game number 3, we can see, LGD just off to not the hottest of starts they've ever had. They lose members, they try and rotate someone out to help, but they don't really get anything else. And AG was able to get the first tyrant of the game. So didn't really was able to stop the tempo, and they lost members here. But while all of this,
it'd be nice to see some familiar faces from World Rift playing the tournament if they're able to qualify.
Good fights, good trades across the map, keeping the net worth ahead.
I don't know if it'll be the same as, maybe it's the same as Open Series 1, where like the partner teams already get invited. Like S2G might already just go straight to quarterfinals of their qualifications. Like, I don't know if that's how it works, or they need to do the in-game qualifiers. I doubt it, to be fair. I doubt they'll need to do the in-game qualifiers, because that's the same as, I mean, I don't know if they changed it to Open Series 1, right? But that's how it worked at Open Series 1. It's like, there were qualifiers, but then there were also the invited teams that were also like there as well, basically.
Again, I only think the invited teams got invited through because it didn't do as well as they thought it would in game.
Yeah.
Just
fair
so
enough,
they actually
true.
Some teams in there. But at the same time, I think what would really be cool for the Open Series Split 2 would be inviting Darkbreakers and the Novellas team. Just
That'd be funny.
in the game and see who gets, like, see if they can manage to get there or something. I think that'd be
really, really fun, to be fair. That'd be good.
counterpart.
But I suppose it's committing them to, if they do manage to get all the way through, it's committing them to quite a while, for at least a month or so.
VKS trying to make this a Malaysia-Brazil finals here, and let's see if that's going to be the state of the story if Kagendra gets their way.
It's going to be a rough situation for Kagendra. They want to try and break the pattern here. They want to try and make an upset, but their opponent is the defending champions of the Season 1 Invitational. It's Vivo Keystars. They still have Danny. They still have all their star players in their lineup, and they've been looking very dominant in the group stage as well, only losing one game in the 4-team group. But still, it's a juggernaut that they're trying to face up against. And if Kagendra wants to be able to move on to the top 4, they're going to need to pray for a miracle.
Oh, for sure. But at this point, you know what? It is all theory, you know.
LGD against Loops.
So of course, with that being said, I think
hopefully it's not as much of an onslaught as today was. I don't think it will. I think Loops is definitely a better team than AG Global. I mean,
oh yeah, I think so as well. Yeah, but I still think it will be pretty. I still think it'll be a 3-0, maybe it'll be a closer 3-0, but I don't know if any team can take a game.
Don't be afraid of us. We all have 10 fingers.
I got hope.
Some people's fingers,
especially how Tempest ABH have been playing.
I wonder if they're gonna go the whole way without dropping a single game. They haven't dropped a game so far, have they?
No.
That'd be mental. That'd be crazy.
Tomorrow. That's all the later few days.
That would be mental.
Some people think they're bonkers, but I just think they're skilled.
Wait, actually, Team Secret haven't dropped a single game yet either, as well. Loops have also not dropped a single game. No, I didn't.
The only one who has is VKS.
VKS, yeah, they dropped one game against Boom Boom.
Boom Boom Shake the Room.
Yeah.
Which really surprised me, because I mean, they must have just been, I can't recall it, but there just must have been a mistake that was made in that game for them to lose around, because Boom got absolutely decimated by Team Vitality.
Yeah. I don't know if Boom's mental has just gone off to the Vivo Keyed one, but yeah.
No, they got the Athena, didn't they? That's the only time they played the Athena, was on that one round. And
that was that the one? Ah, okay. Well, there you go.
Rip. Relying that all on the Athena. That's crazy, man.
Against Boom Esports,
I guess it worked.
They played in a team.
Yeah, it did work. You got on one win.
Actually faced up against in their Season 1 Grand Finals against Alpha 7. And Boom Esports had the better result with the Athena, because I remember Alpha 7 just got completely destroyed while trying to play that. But you know, they are not without their mistakes. They're not without. They're still.
Hey Cycler, how's it going? Hey, what's up, Simon? Yeah, we're gonna have to wait.
The side
long breaks. I'm waiting for the 10-minute break so I can go grab food.
VKS isn't prepared for.
Did they do the sponsorship stuff yet?
Isn't ready for.
I still will do the sponsorship stuff.
For a wee wawa.
And with that being said, it's time to take a little break. When we're back,
oh no, they're taking a break now as well. Time for me to go and get some food and a drink. Hi chat, BRB. I'm gonna run ads so they don't run during the next game, and I will go grab some food and a drink. So I will BRB. Also take my bottles down. BRB.
Maybe we can find inspiration from other stories. Hey, that might work. Got it. This story is adventurous, but lacks excitement. How about this one? much of a spear in battle. No one can tell my story but me.
I'm born this way, ayy. This is my chest and my bonus play. Can't be late, won't hesitate. What do you say? Grace to find my face, scars to find my skin. I can't convince them, keep please them unless that I'm the one that you hate. H-E-R-E, doing it for real, I found my goal. From the ashes, I go the game. Flow with a rumble, make them crumble, make them run. It's go time, knock me down, so I rise. An inspiration, I know I'm the one who will buzz them up, nobody gon' do it. It's not peace, we don't think we just move it. No, we the best, so we don't gotta prove it. Somebody test me, I swear I'm gon' lose it. I got a trophies on this boom and illuminate. I got you. Another day, another win. You got the power to turn around. You got a champion, give me that. Calling out for the king. There's no time. Won't you yell out my name when I sing on top of the
This is my story. A story of honor. A story of bravery. A story of heroes.
You want to be strong? Learn from the pro now. When you choose a long-range marksman to take down enemies in the distance, only to find the enemies constantly staying at the edge of your attack range. When you enthusiastically pick a high-burst mage, planning to crush the opponents, but the enemies keep sneaking outside your vision. The professional players have long been using the small tricks in their settings for smooth operations. Let's take a look at how the pros set up their game. Change the setting from fixed camera to camera shifts with skill direction. Your vision will move with the direction of your skills, allowing for a broader vision range. This not only enables more accurate targeting, but also gives you the upper hand to anticipate incoming enemies in advance. Come and try this practical secret that professional players are using. Play like a pro to dominate the enemy team effortlessly. Learn from the pro. Learn more from Honor of Kings Global Esports.
Good timing.
Good time. Oh wow. Moonshine have finally introduced the Europe tournament for Mobile Legends.
Oh, I saw that earlier. I wonder if that's in response to HOK stuff.
I think it will be. That's crazy.
I never knew they never had a Europe tournament for MLBB.
So I used to be, I mean, when I first started streaming, that was my first game. But the only reason why NA has such a successful one is because of all the content creators, and they was the reason why I think it's called NACT or whatever it's called. That's the only reason that one's so successful is because they started it, and then Moonshine basically took over it. Which is pretty cool to know that like content creators started like a scene for NA, and it was actually successful, and it still goes on till this day. So.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final game of the night, as well as the final series of the round of
Final game? We're not that far into it yet, Zero. I got once a day to be over already. Final game, that's it. Best of one. Whoever wins goes through.
For sure. Kagendra,
Yeah,
of course,
change the rules.
Set the stage a little bit more different, right? Of course, VKS aiming to put it as a Malaysia and Brazil grand finals as we head into the final days itself. But if Kagendra has anything to say about that, I think it's going to be a slightly different story.
Yep, absolutely, and of course, all these players.
G Bellingham got a one-match ban for his thing that he did at the Euros.
The top 8 that will be representing
Uh-huh.
the region and the world to qualify.
He can. It's weird. He can decide which game that he can miss. But basically, he can still play. Yeah, it's pretty stupid.
Collaboration brings our teams one step closer to the most
Be like, yeah, I'm going to miss that match where we're going against a really hard team, so they can't blame me for losing.
And of course, the EWS action that will be happening very soon.
Have you been watching the Euros or not really?
Oh, for sure.
I only watch it when it's on at work, so
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not a huge football fan.
Yeah.
So, we always put the England ones on the TV. So
Oh, fair enough.
The benefit is that you get to watch your games in 120.
most of them I've just been going on Twitter, and then that's it. You just see your
You see everything.
bombarded.
That's
I don't
true.
Need to watch it to know what's going on.
But tonight's pretty big for the Euros. There's like a lot of big teams tonight, like Spain against Germany, and then France against Portugal.
These players on stage, they are already.
So after this, I create my content and I go watch the Euros.
I mean, LG,
Love it.
Euros, baby.
BKS, our upcoming match as well, has been absolutely dominant on that. They did lose one game against the likes of Boom Esports in the first day.
Why is there like an Honor of Kings push right now? I mean, the main thing is to do with the global launch. That's the big thing with Honor of Kings. I mean, it's been out since 2014, but there's a big push now because it's out globally, so they're doing a lot more tournaments across the world, which is quite cool.
I mean, that's the
Which is
only
pretty damn cool.
competition that's won against the likes of VKS so far. So the numbers.
And what
don't
is
lie.
HOK
You lost
Esports
to it
tweet?
once. That
Malaysia
means that you
higher.
have a 100% lose rate against the Athena. I don't know if someone.
One thing that Honor of Kings needs to improve is their social media game. My god. They have not posted a link to this tournament stream once.
Oh, for sure, you know, but
The social media game is not up for it.
Name of the game here, as long as you get a win,
Bit of a weird one.
So Kagendra, of course,
If you post links on Twitter, it nerfs your engagement, doesn't it?
and let's take
Well, no, they're posting links because every single time they post the Honor of Kings is now out globally. Click this link to install. They are posting links, but they're just not posting link to the stream. So it's like you're not actually bringing the people from your social media to the stream. You're just updating them. Whereas like most of them would like, and also their tweets are just so long. Like the tweet they did earlier today, it's like a whole paragraph. Like the second day of the knockout stage of 2024 Honor of Kings Season 2 Invitational begins here. Some players are saying we don't feel the pressure and it's going to be a ride for us. Let's look forward to their performances later and see who the next two teams will be who will join in the top 4. That's a whole paragraph in itself. Then you have Honor of Kings is out globally. Click the link to install. It's like a whole paragraph in one tweet. It's like it doesn't bring any attention to like.
Maybe what they should do is put that second part in a tweet below it. So like when you do like 2 tweets at the same time.
Yeah, do the globally launched thing underneath it. Yeah. Or even that, just make the topic smaller. Like you can make the topic so much smaller. Like they're just making like whole sentences. That's the only downside of Honor of Kings, I'd say so far. What's your tip for Germany, Spain? I mean, I don't know. I think Germany will probably beat Spain, to be fair, but who knows? Yeah, I don't know. I don't think their social media games are great. I don't know who's doing their social media, but I personally do not like it. They just write too much. It's like social media is supposed to be like quick, snappy. Supposed to like grab the attention. But like to grab the attention, I have to read a whole paragraph to know what's going on. I ain't sitting there on social media scrolling through Twitter watching a whole paragraph, like reading a whole paragraph. Alright, again, Joe, it was nice knowing you. See you at EWC. Nice, quick, easy 3-0. Again.
Imagine if they just turn this around now and not VKS, that'd be just hilarious.
For the EWC, that's not too bad.
Oh yes, for sure. But if we take a look at the Kagendra boys, right? I'm not sure about you, but I feel like Wyro is pretty locked in, like judging from his facial expressions as well. Now, the other thing that I want to really put my eyes on is actually the mid lane. You know, we didn't have the best words coming out from the BKS lineup for the mid laner Senku. So I'm interested to see if Senku is going to make them eat their words in this best of 5 series.
I mean, if you're 1 and you're the defending champions of Season 1 and you've been absolutely dominant in Chalk BR throughout the stage, you do have that certain level of confidence when you play against anyone from anywhere in the world. And you know, sometimes
here we go. Another best of 5.
Yourself and your team can go a long way, especially when your backs are against the wall. But BKS, plenty of experience in their belt. 3 of the 5 championship roster from Season 1 is still playing together, and they've just bolstered their lineup even more with Sasser as well as Mena in the 2 core roles.
Yeah, they are definitely people you can't ignore. So Vivo Keat Stars looking to continue on their very
ready for another easy
stages as we head to this best of 5 series against Kagendra.
Kagendra is a rather, you call them the new kids on the block. They haven't had too much of exposure on them, but they did come through to the Honor of Kings Season 2 Invitational by absolutely almost destroying every single one of the opponents in the Indonesian qualifiers. You have Hans, you have Wyro, you have Muffers, you also have Senku as well as 0-0 to run up your lineup. And you know, you've got players in your team. You just need to get
done
to
in
the
some
extra
strawberries. That's why I was quiet.
beat a much stronger opponent.
You're down in before the game starts.
0-0 is someone that I like to keep my eyes on the side of Kagendra. And let's take a look at the head-to-head, right? So they pretty much like fighting as well. Right?
Average of 6 kills.
Here, but 67% on the team fight rate, so you can expect a lot of aggression coming out from Kagendra. And average kills, I think we're looking at a much more clinical lineup, right? From the side of Vivo Keat Stars, and the average damage.
Yeah, Team Secret's the first team to get 100 kills. Let's see if VKS after this best of 3 can get to 100 kills as well.
Damage per minute.
Kagendra on 27 kills for the entire tournament. Oh man, that's nutty.
Coming in from our Brazilian Kings here, VKS.
Doesn't look good.
Of course, haven't been able to get that first blood just yet.
And the fact that Kagendra has one of the longest games as well, it's like, come on, bro.
And you know, this statistic also just shows that getting the first blood is not very important. Kagendra still made it to the top 8 never getting a single first blood in their entire squad. Sure, you know, it feels good to be able to open things up with a kill, which Vivo Keystars have been doing very well, but it's not the be all end all of the game. You still have to.
Those pro players only play HOK. Are they from other mobile? I mean, some players are from other mobile MOBAs that have moved over to HOK. Some have been playing HOK since the start. It kind of depends because like HOK is weird and different because it's been released at different times in different places. So like some players would have played it like the SEA teams probably have been playing it for like a good few years since they probably have good connection and easy access to the Chinese server. Whereas like the Brazil players have probably only been playing it for what, a few months, I would say it's been out for. I can't remember. Obviously play Brazil. When did it release in Brazil? HOK.
Brazil, I think it was last year.
Oh, last year was it? Okay, yeah then. Yeah. So they've been playing for a year, and then Europe only been playing for a few months, basically.
Has shown flashes of brilliance throughout the group stages so far. The coach is going to,
or even players in Europe might have been playing for a year because you can always just connect to the Turkey servers, which were not that bad in terms of ping. So that's also a possibility. So yeah, it's a bit scattered.
Oh, for sure. I think we don't really know much about the coaches, but I think the
That's
coaches
me.
play a very pivotal role in the teams as well.
You are
right?
blessed.
So he or she
We love allergies, yay.
kind of lays the foundation down for the team.
We love hay fever. We love summer, yay.
But their emotional and mental state as well, right? Because they will be the ones responsible for giving them the tools. They give them the paintbrush.
I cannot wait for winter to come around.
It's really up
Yay.
to the players, right? After they have been given everything, to paint the victory path for themselves.
yeah, Su Hong, the youngest.
Alright, come on, can the game start? Hello.
He's only 19, and
When is the game starting, please?
Responsibility of helping these other young players to try and win against VKS. That's not a position that
There's a lot of time between games.
But hey, you know,
Between series. I mean, I guess the break makes sense because they got to get the other players ready and whatever, but it's just long. It's just, I want the game to start, man. Just play. Let me play. Let me watch some Honor of Kings, man.
And even going up against, you know, teams like VKS, it really puts you in the perspective.
Let me watch some Honor of Kings, man.
Does have the substance, and hopefully the team will be able to make sense of what he gives them to secure at least a win, right, in this best of 5.
Yeah, at least, you know, one step at a time. You know, you take every win you get. You play one game at a time, and hopefully that's enough. But on the flip side as well, VKS, they have what was essentially the most popular coach in the entire Chalk BR. They brought in Joko in replacement of Julio as their previous coach. So
All right, here we go.
Very integral in the team's success.
Dolia Blan on blue side. That is the first time I've ever seen Dolia Blan on blue side. That's a weird one. My open first pick, no surprise.
Oh yeah, VKS 1 on the my Shiranui.
Kagendra gonna be taking out the Hainor and as well as
Be Chongfei +1 maybe. Also Pyro Lady Sun if they want to. Oh, Chongfei, yeah. Chongfei Dorenji. Interesting.
In the mid, he's definitely had plenty of games in his belt, plenty of wins with that hero. So make no mistake. I mean, Lady Zen banned out. Next best mid laner is probably either the Hainor, which has
not Lady Sun, Lady Shen. On Shen.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kagendra go for Angela against the
Mosey.
And they're gonna pair it up with the Mosey.
Yeah, Mosey, Lady Sun, yep.
Very lethal combination. Long range
Standard draft at the moment, nothing too crazy. Mosey's pretty good setup for my... Wow, Byron, okay. Elaine and Thingy open, Main. I'm probably going to ban them both. I would think Kagendra. Ban Elaine, ban Main. Nope, they banned Dune instead. What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, that's weird.
Depending on what they go for the jungle, because I mean Danny has picked Dune quite a bit, but if they go for a...
I guess VKS do need a tank jungler. I mean, VKS need a tank jungler to be fair, because they have Mosey.
You could see Niap go for Liampo. He does do it quite often.
Oh, he has. I mean, well, did they? No, they got Mosey. They got Mosey.
I like
They got Mosey Mai. Oh no, but they got Mosey Mai. They already have their support, so they wouldn't go Liempo. That's what I'm saying.
No, Liempo, Niap can be he plays Liempo in the Clash lane.
Oh, the Clash laner. Oh, my bad. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant Liempo. I'm just so used to seeing Liempo support.
And then usually one of those heroes is already out of commission.
Whoops.
Oh, there goes the Luna.
Yeah, Luna banned. Okay, interesting. They banned junglers instead of the top laners. They actually not that bothered. Then they prio, but then they prio like prio on Byron doesn't really make any sense.
It's a good job the banned out the Angela, because Angela is a good counter for Moi here and I.
Yeah. Well, you say her full name. I'm never saying her full name. I'm just saying Mai. So easy.
I mean, I go between Mai and Maestro Noise, so if there's a huge play coming up and you're trying to like delay or say a word, just put in that last name and then it just gives you a little bit more breathing time. The same with like Yukio, isn't it? Yukio. Oh, no, not Ganamo. Okay.
Ganamo. I mean, it's pretty much the only other mid laner left, really. Not really much else left mid.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we get the Mai rotate then to the bot lane first.
Did they go Atta here maybe as another tank jungler? Did they go Kaiser? Kaiser is also another option for a tank jungler. Atta or Kaiser maybe, I would assume jungle, and then like Main thingy top. Yeah, there's Kaiser, and then Main lane top. Dharma, I don't think. Actually, Dharma might not be too bad against like Ganamo Dorenji. Actually, Dorenji can get rid of the stun. It's probably going to be my oh, okay. I mean, that's also a Brazil special. Yeah, Guan Yu. Okay.
I do love that one.
You do love that one. Yeah, pretty predictable drafts. No real surprises. I mean, the only surprise really is the Byron priority. No Angela. Not Angela, sorry. No Main or Elaine picked or banned. That is mental, actually. That's crazy. Musashi. Okay, a bit of a sub tank bruiser. It's not really a tank. It's not really a bruise, like a carry. Kind of a mix.
It's going to be mainly used as like the front line with the Zhong Fei. So they've got the Durenji, especially towards the late game, and then obviously they've got the Ganamo. Whether they could try and keep the I suppose the whole point of it is trying to keep the Mai off of Ganamo in those few plays, to be honest.
I think Gendra lack a lot of damage, to be fair. They don't really have a carry jungle. Dorenji's not really a carry, to be fair. It's more of a supportive hero because you don't really build damage on him. I mean, he deals like decent damage mid-late game, but still, more of, you got a supportive ADC. You have Musashi, which is not really great, to be fair. Ganamo, I think, is going to struggle a lot against the dives. You got Guan Yu, you got Kaiser, you got Mai just diving onto the Ganamo, which I don't think he's going to be able to get any spacing at all. I don't like Gendra's comp, to be fair. I think personally they needed more of a carry jungler instead of Musashi. I don't think. I mean, I don't know what the builds are for Musashi actually. Maybe he's built more of a carry, but it just doesn't really fit. He's not like a, I don't know, a Jing or someone like that. We'll see.
Shut down if they don't want I can see the function of the Musashi working to try and lock down the
one. That's a misclick. What? Oh my god, well, okay, that's a bit of nerves.
Messy.
Yeah.
Bottom lane, Sasser already taking so much damage from the Dorenji.
How good is Dorenji? I think Dorenji's okay. Like I said, I don't think he's not like a Lady Sun or an Ali sort of carry. Like these carries that build crit that deal a lot of damage. Dorenji's more to do with like sustained long-term damage, but also utility as well with like auto attack slows, the stun and everything as well. Does do decent amount of damage, but not as much as other carries in my opinion. Any Laurora pick so far? No, I'm kind of sad as well. I actually really want to see Laurora. Hopefully we see it for AWC. Like, this hero is so fun to watch and play. I love Laurora.
Especially in the late game when he has enough cooldown reduction, he's just gonna put up.
Wait, who's Zilong? Zilong, is that the turret guy?
Sure, it's a small range, but
is it Zilong?
No,
oh, he's a jungler. Oh, who's the one that? Oh, that's Zhang something, isn't it? Shang Dong or something? The turret guy, ADC.
Huang Zhong.
Oh, Huang Zhong. Okay, close enough.
You get the jump part right.
Close enough. I knew there were two parts to the name. That was it.
It's not easy to get. There's just so many players playing this game right now, and being top 64.
I just think like VKS have a lot of setup potential, like with the Mosey, the Guan Yu. They also have a better carries as well with my Lady Sun.
Thank you again for the reaffirmation. As it looks like
And Guan Yu does so much damage as well. Like I don't know how this hero does so much damage. Every single time I see Guan Yu, like the hero does crazy amount of damage.
Sure, they haven't really shut down.
You have to maintain his tempo, so that bar underneath his health.
Relatively uncontested. He's even gonna be able to get a couple of
Oh, it's like when he moves, the bar goes up. Oh yeah. Oh, I see. I see. Like out of combat, I guess. Out of combat.
To prepare winning the
what does that do then? Just give him more damage, or is it? What does it do?
Hasn't really been shut down. That's still great for him because his
when the bar goes up.
He's the scariest.
Yeah, you know, end of the day, also maybe the benefit of this Byron is about the Storm Strike, right? So he's able to get the stuns in.
Sorry, I had to pass off.
That's alright. All good.
But for now, I think Niap is just.
I was just saying, what does the bar do for Guan Yu when it stacks up?
Yeah, he's just been
does he just like deal more damage?
He knows that
it imposes abilities, I believe.
Okay.
Direct 1-for-1 trade in the top lane, so he's been moving around, getting farm elsewhere, making sure he doesn't miss the experience on top as well. So, like you said, he's a very small snowball for now, but it takes a little push down the hill for him to start growing.
Oh, for sure. And looks like you know 0-0 doing very well for himself. So far, has been able to get a couple of the Firehawks already, which is kind of surprising to me when you're going up against Dazer in the bot lane.
Oh, okay.
Like Reroll taking a fight.
Danny and Reroll fighting. Both
Both
ultimates used.
Still has his ultimate.
I think it did.
Wasn't feeling like he was in danger against the Musashi.
You probably see first blood here at the Tyrant, I guess.
He's actually going to do damage. The Axe of Torment, absolutely crucial.
The Tyrant will really help to de-range G early game.
This fight around this Tyrant, they still have the Sage Golem in
I think VKS have so much better setup. So much better setup. Like I love their comp so much more.
Muffers taking a lot of damage already, but he still has his ultimate.
Mosey stun as well.
Oh,
you're stolen by Gunamo. Okay.
Good take there from the side of
Mosey stun.
First blood, Wyro, nice.
Flank from Byron. Can they live? Oh, they live so far.
And Kagendran will be more than happy to take that, as Danny will have
2-for-1 trade and they take the Tyrant. Okay, interesting.
In the healthiest of positions.
We
Like,
see
he
you,
can rotate
Kagendra.
under
We
top
see
very
you.
quickly and get a little bit more farm for himself compared to Hans, who's still in towards the bottom lane, but it looks like Musashi might be the one to pick up the top lane.
It was a perfect start though for VKS. They actually got the Cannon Blast, and that combination with Niap to get the heroic charge down as well. Thought that was it for the start of Kage. Like Kage, what a good recovery there, because Muffers actually used Unbridled.
Yeah, the fight looks so good for VKS, but then it didn't. Any replays? I mean, like, there's barely any replays. Sometimes they show replays, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it happens a lot though. I mean, a game like Honor of Kings is so difficult to show replays, right? Because it's just the game's so fast paced.
A replay there, and then all of a sudden there's something happening in the actual concurrent.
Yeah, like this.
Niap on towards the top lane though, but Danny is there. He's providing a lot of cover fire for his teammate to back off. So not too much got in there. They did manage to force Danny to use his ultimate.
Guan Yu didn't do anything in the last fight, unfortunately. The Guan Yus need to look for flanks.
Kagendran will be in a great spot. No Niap.
Also, Mai's not done anything so far, which is kind of bad.
For the side of VKS.
Yep, let's take a look at the profile. We already has a giant.
The thing is with these assassins, they need to get an early lead, otherwise they just get shut down later. But Mai's done nothing this game so far. Absolutely nothing.
So he is a little tanky. Takes the boost of resistance as well. Meanwhile, we do have the boost of the arcane.
Okay, got her. Grave came through. Nice, pushed her away.
That was a really good from Ganama, actually. Very nice push away.
To just tumble away to safety. Very close call there. They did force out
pretty clean.
Pop his ultimate, but
clean,
he's
boy.
not gonna be too bad.
I think we may have wrote off Kagendra a bit earlier. Maybe VKS would just let him get one map,
avoiding one of those blades and avoiding lethal
and then punish him afterwards
on himself.
Yeah, so they actually push one back, and now they secure this second neutral objective of the game, so they get the overlord themselves. And 0-0 already has the Spark Forge Dagger, and pretty much very soon he will have the Doomsday on hand, and he's going to be in fighting shape against the Kaiser.
Yep, absolutely. The percentage-based damage against a tanky hero is absolutely something they want. Niap gets caught out there by Hans, knocked up in the air, but he's able to walk away. Not very, not an easy hero to burst down from 100 to 0. So they're gonna be happy with just chipping away at his health while also moving Niap back towards the top lane, which we will be seeing some pressure. One gets spotted out there by Zero. Zero's gonna be playing it safe, not letting one get anything out of there. But oh, damage, a lot of damage. Oh, the snipe from Senku. Oh my god, all 4 of the blades.
This Maya's been useless so far.
Yeah, no, it's not one's best performance, to be fair.
I mean, Senku is absolutely making a show out of it. Oh,
He looked really good on control mages, but he's not looking good on Maya.
Finish him down. Invincible warrior popped there by Danny a bit too early in my book.
This is the only way that Kagendra win if Mai doesn't pop off early. If Mai doesn't get ahead early.
Ultimate for the Kaiser, which means that he's much more susceptible to
they got much better macro play on the side of Kagendra. They've already taken first farm lane and clash lane tier 1.
The dragon
almost at tier 2 though.
Yep, they have Mosey, which is useless when you're playing from behind, and so's Mai. Both these heroes are useless when you're behind. Oh, early stasis been bought. Oh, there's a Guan Yu pushback. Okay.
Smashing that bot lane though. Gotta be careful.
Yeah, lost a few towers. They lost a lot of towers actually. Mid lane tower? No, can't take it.
Got no lane to put. Oh, I mean, I suppose Mai could commit to the clash lane, but
nah, I think it's too much. I think if it was someone else, maybe top. I don't think Mai can really auto attack it. Damn, 0 towers so far for VKS.
Yeah, macro's not looking very good on this one.
Mm.
I think the Lian Po would have done a lot better than the Guan Yu in the clash lane. Just having that extra little bit of like support, especially when you're playing on the back foot, having that Lian Po, there was a massive engages, setting it all up for Lady
Oh,
Sun.
Mosey's done? Chilled? Okay, nice. Finally. Finally, they actually roam with Mai and they get a kill. They should have done this like 5 minutes ago. I guess they just haven't found the opportunity.
VKS starting to crawl back into this game. Still 1,500 net worth lead for the side of the Indonesian squad. But hey, if you give VKS any more chances, they might find themselves back into this game already.
Yep, I think pretty much at this point it can be considered as a stalemate, right? Because the damage is considerable coming out from the side of VKS, especially with the likes of 1.
Kagendra doing pretty well so far. I mean, it's pretty even though, to be fair. I wouldn't really say Kagendra are dominating. They have objectives, but actually, it's actually not giving them that much of a gold lead. Like 2 towers for 1,000 gold is not that great.
It's the difference between Kagendra and like LGD. They can be taking these fights, taking the turrets, but then also you've just got the farm just constantly on point.
Both jungle objectives are about to spawn. Senku still trying to chip away from a long range. The Tyrant is still pretty healthy.
Shadow Tyrant and Shadow Overlord.
It's a little bit split up though.
Oh, Gamma already doing taste a bit of damage onto Danny though.
Yeah, Ganamo's poking, doing quite a lot.
Oh, yeah, going for the kill.
Yeah, oh, some really good stasis timing again. Oh, Mai though, Mai. Okay, he got double. You see what I mean by the Ganamo? It's so difficult to actually play this game as Ganamo. Like, it's so fucking hard. It was so much dive. Actually,
stays alive in this team fight here.
Oh, Byron. Oh my god, the movement from Caesar, that fucking dash over the wall. Holy shit, I was clean from Caesar. That tumble over the wall was so nice. Completely dodged the Zhongwei. Okay, that was a really big fight for VKS.
Especially if they manage to actually run this Shadow Tyrant down. I don't think Masashi would try and push it. Looking to try and push that mid.
No. Not gonna be able to do it.
They suffered at the hands of VKS once again, and the lead is restored.
Replay? No replay again.
Not replay.
It's so hard because I want to see these replays. Holy shit, Guan Yu did half HP. Oh my god, man. What is this hero's damage, honestly? It's so disgusting.
I mean, he's only just built the Active Torment as well. He's gone for the offensive defensive item first.
On towards Niep as well. He's going to be very tanky and also doing a lot of burst damage.
Exactly, but I like the fact that Senku actually did the Splendor first.
Starting to make proactive plays at VKS with their dive from Mai. Like the Mai double kill on the backline on Guan and Mo was huge as well. That's what they need to do. They need to be on the front foot of VKS to win this.
Get what they came for, and they're gonna run back.
With their comp.
In the meantime, it looks like Hans is trying to make amends by pushing down the tier 2 of the bot as well. Reroll.
Oh, knockback, he's dead. I don't know what Rewall's doing there. Byron might be dead as well. Stun from Mosey. Yep, Byron's also dead.
Can he pop it in time? Yes, he can. Survives for another millisecond, but will get bursted down. So VKS
Is Guan Yu really good? I think it's situational. I think it's just kind of to do with comfort as well at the same time.
Does not have his ultimate yet, so he has to watch out for that.
Guan Yu just has a lot of roaming potential and has a lot of ways to like flank and CC and do a ton of damage, which is pretty nice. If you want to play super proactive, then it's really good in terms of roaming around, just allowing someone else to stay up clash lane. Like you're seeing Mai and Lady Sun and pushing the side lanes and Guan Yu stay in mids to try and make a play with the roaming potential, which is really nice.
Tier 2 tower does fall. Danny in the front line. Senku a little bit too aggressive. Oh, looks like VKS will not progress any further, any deeper. They know that, you know, they are in the lead right now. They don't have to take any unnecessary risks. So they're more than happy to regroup towards the mid, maybe take away some
the Crimson Golem. I mean, to be fair, this is no setting up towards the VKS.
Yeah, I mean they're ahead now. They got Mosey when they're ahead.
But here goes Danny, pops the ultimate, but gets knocked there.
Mine needs to be a little bit careful though.
For an ultimate, still a very decent trade on both sides.
I forgot Mostache, you can just block CC, can't he? I forgot he can do that. I completely forgot. I only just saw it now and I was like, wait, I forgot he could do that. Actually not a bad pick. Actually not a bad pick then against Mosey, to be fair. Kind of a counter to Mosey.
It's not done too bad.
If you can block the Mosey stun, then it's actually pretty good.
Tier 3's in trouble here for the side of Kagendra. Now VKS is just going to just split up for.
Oh, it's one of the first times I've seen this gold difference graph come up.
I guess yeah, I was thinking that. I was like, hang on, this is new.
Yeah, I haven't seen this a lot, to be fair. Pretty cool.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, it's only just Lady Sun that's ahead by a lot, really. I mean, that's all that you need ahead. This is when Dorenji just falls off because he does no damage. That's the bad thing about Dorenji. Not really a carry. I'm surprised they prioritized Dorenji over Lady Sun. We're super surprised. I thought Kagendra were gonna go for Lady Sun pro.
You got Mayna, you got Sasser, you've got Niap, and you've got one. And if you're not careful, anytime one of these
Shadow Vanguard going top.
Do land on you, you will be in trouble. Danny's still standing.
Oh, you know what I only just realized yesterday? Is that when you take the Shadow Vanguard, you can actually hold the button and decide what lane it goes into.
Yeah,
I did not know you could do that.
Yeah.
So far, good
sir.
coming in from the side of Kagendra. They lose.
I saw one of the hand cams.
None of the towers are down.
Can just use it in a lane, like walk top lane, use it top lane. But I didn't know you could do that. Which is kind of cool.
Oh,
Zhang Fei taking
too much damage.
Yeah, regardless of all the action, this actually is the counter for the storm because it's just feeling.
Good old Jongas.
Yet to find the opening, yet we might see it once.
Lady Sun's playing a bit passive, not trying to take the tower. Oh, Kaiser's kind of caught. Oh my god, that shielding is so disgusting. Oh, Guan Yu. Oh,
huge damage being done by Niap. Knocked back on towards Muffers, but not going to be able to finish anyone off. BKS will be able to back away from that though. And they still have the Tyrant open if they want to go for that, or can they just clear up most of the jungle objectives away from the side of VKS and then regen and go back for the Tyrant?
Yep, they peel and they steal. They get the tier 3 on the top as well. Let's take a look at the itemization. They pretty much have everything already.
Alright, gold lane ADC's too much. Even top lane at the moment is 2k gold lead.
Yeah.
See what I mean though by Dorenji? Like this, I don't know, Dorenji just does absolutely nothing. He has like no damage at all. Oh my, not back. Oh, really nice flash ulti by Mosey as well. That was a clean flash ulti onto Dorenji. That's very, very clean from Mayna.
Leaving only the Byron to left and defend the 2 tier 3 towers.
Yeah, if they don't finish
Mayna was the
match for
sole
5 minutes, which is
victim from the side of VKS, but
GG.
it's more than enough for the side
Game's over.
of VKS to try and end the game. Can Hans drag out another 20 seconds or so for his teammates to come back in. But the Guan
No, he tried to kill the minions. It was enough.
So does the crystal go down.
He tried to dash forward and kill the minions. Yeah, Kagendra's comp was just not it.
A for effort. A for effort.
For the side of Vivo Stars here, securing the first game. I think it was an impressive performance by the side of Kagendra.
Kagendra's ultimate was not it. I mean, Kagendra's comp, sorry, was not it. They had a terrible comp. You know what I meant.
Got their own ultimate. Start going Super Saiyan on stage.
Absolutely, and I love that.
You know what I meant.
They needed to shut down Niap. They needed to shut down the Guan Yu because we saw him go an absolute tear towards the backline. I mean, BKS was behind by 1,500, 2,000 gold in the early stages of the game, but once Niap was activated, he was able to kill off 2 heroes by himself, and that was the turning point of the entire game. I mean, you were on point. Shut down Niap or suffer, and boy, did they suffer.
Oh boy. I mean, one didn't look that clean though, to be fair.
No, they didn't. Their early game definitely was not the cleanest.
I know Caesar and Maino used to play Wild Rift before. Yeah, I knew Maino. I'm pretty sure Maino was an ADC main though. I could be wrong. Wild Rift, Liquipedia. I'm pretty sure he was an ADC main.
It was like impossible situation for Hans to really deal with all of them. But still, you know, VK.
Oh, he was ADC and support. He played both.
Of season 1, they're coming back here with.
What did he play during Icons? I remember seeing him at Icons. Oh, he was support. Oh, he was. Oh yeah, it was slash main or bot lane at Icons. Oh yeah, it was.
Yep. So I'm just gonna give a quick shout out to Senku here. I think
interesting.
Senku did a very good job on this Ganimore here.
Right, I'm gonna do something anyway, so
no problem.
I have to leave Stu.
Nice,
But thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Thanks for coming on by.
Well, I won't see you on broadcast, but you'll see me on broadcast tomorrow.
I will do. And I'll speak to you soon.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank you. Bye bye.
Right after the Scepter Reverberation, he did a couple of nice
Maina's Rakan. Was Maina the Rakan player that always played like super aggressive and was always hiding in bushes? Like he would. I feel like I remember now. I remember Maynard playing like super aggressive, hiding in bushes.
It's a hard one.
I feel like I remember. I remember now. I feel like I remember.
Stopped at any point.
At that point.
Yes, yeah, I remember now. For some reason, I think of Maina as support, as an ADC. I might be thinking of another Brazilian player. Oh, we have quite a few players then from. Wait, I want to check EWC. How many players we got from Wild Rifts? We have Clue, we have Nabil, we have Wawa, we have Jash from Team Vitality, we have Maina and Caesar from Vivo Keeds. I don't think anyone from Loops played in Wild Rift. I don't think so. Maybe I'll have to do my research. I call though. Quite a lot of cool players. Play ADC and support, yeah. I remember him play. I remember him playing ADC. I just remember him as an ADC main. But then yes, I remember Icons. He did play support. He did play that Rakan. Because I remember doing my my prep for Icons, and I remember highlighting him as a player.
Where we did see Niam get that 2 kills, and despite their best just let the game sleep.
Alright, chat, I'm gonna run ads, and then I'm gonna go and go to the toilet, and then we'll be back for game number 2. I will I'll be in a few minutes. Also, I think I got a parcel. I need to go down and get the parcel.
Another day in the office, right? So Kagendra at this point, I think you know, the silver lining is they do have the potential, and let's take a look about potential 1 is the one that is responsible. That last play, my goodness, the knockup really changing the entire state of the game against Kagendra, putting them back into the place that VKS once decided they were supposed to be in. Now, as we take a look at the highlights later, I think one of the things that you would notice about Kagendra's lineup is they did manage to make decent trades across the map, but once again, if you don't stifle the growth of Nyap, you don't stifle the growth of one, and especially Caesar, it's a done deal.
Absolutely. You need to stop these players from reaching their critical mass, reaching the points where they're the most comfortable in their game. Here we do see the Splendor really coming to play, but Nyap always ready for the next burst of damage. And at this point, I mean, it was still a 4,000 lead there coming from the side of Kagendra, but they were not able to take the fight, and this was it. This was the turning point of the entire game. Nyap getting 2 kills, really helping his team out, just locking down Senku. Sorry, it was one that did that, but Nyap and one, definitely a 1-2 combination that just turned this entire game around. And despite this effort, it was still a 3 versus 3 fight, but the Byron could not do much because look at Mayna, locked down on the Byron. If the Byron cannot right click, the Byron cannot heal, the Byron cannot damage, and the Byron cannot survive. And that was the turning point of the entire game here. And VKS never let their foot off the pedal. They've always been looking for more, going for more, and boy did they get more and more. Double kill here onto Sasser, and this was the high ground push that was the end of game number 1. The knockback, the kill on towards Wirral, the lockdown on towards the Direnjie. Clinical execution coming from the side of VKS. They knew exactly what they needed to do, and everybody did their jobs.
Yep, so based on what we have seen so far, looks like theory and practice are similar for the side of VKS. Now we're going to see if Kagendra is going to be able to change the story at this point, because bear in mind, this is just game 1. This is a best of 5 series. Of course, VKS looking to repeat the performance of their counterparts from Brazil, to try and secure a 3-0, similar to what Loops did yesterday. But as it stands now, I think Kagendra could potentially pull off an upset against VKS.
I mean, that start was a good overwhelming start that I've seen a team get against the defending champions. I mean, you're playing against VKS. I mean, they've been champions. They've been the best team, one of the best teams in Chalk BR for the longest of time. And if you're able to get that early lead against them, that goes to show you can fight. You just need to execute a little bit better towards the mid to late game stages. So, Kagendra, definitely the underdogs of this matchup, but it's not going to be easy for VKS as well.
Yeah, so curious to see how the draft is going to be like. I think they did a pretty decent job of the draft, to be honest. They had the different win conditions, or at least the stalemates, right? With Hans picking up the Byron, it did really affect the gameplay of the Guan Yu in the top lane as well, right? The electrifying charge and the storm strike as well. It did spoil the game a little bit, but as the game goes on later, I think the benefit of having the gun and more really just dwindled down because there was no place to kind of burst down Lady Sun from that point on.
Yeah, I guess the only point
Look at that.
where, like
Perfect timing. Whoops.
Better in the mid game stage was
Perfect timing for next game.
Really
All planned.
Musashi a lot. He was kind of like, he was pretty much a non-factor in the mid to late game stages. So
All part of the plan, baby.
activate your jungle hero, which is very important to do so, because without him having a good game, you're gonna be playing on the back foot.
Yeah, difficult, right? Because his priority target was going to be on the jungler, which was going to be Dani, right? He wanted to lock down that Kaiser, but if he committed that duel to the death, Nyap and One would have been waiting for him. So he was stuck between a rock and a hard place. But this time, let's take a look at game 2. This is going to be Kage going up against VKS. First few bans, the Hainua along with the RLE going to be taken away from Kage.
Just classic bans here. They do leave out the Dun for VKS to pick up.
Okay, Lady Shen first pick.
They might just decide to pick it up in this first phase.
That's no surprise. Lady Shen's been pretty high prior.
Again, and Zhang Fei. I mean, this combination has been potent for whoever picks it up. And VKS, I mean, Sasser had an absolute tear of a game in the previous game, and I see absolutely no reason why they shouldn't just run it back. But hey, they give up the Elaine and the Lady Zen away to Kage, a very lethal 1-2 punch as well that we've been seeing having great success in the group stages. And also
Lady Sun, Shang Fei. See, this is what I expected on the side of Kage. Was picking the Lady Sun over the Dorenji. Now they go for Marco Polo. Maybe that ADC just doesn't play it.
Bear in mind, we do have the Forbidden Domain by Zhang Fei as well as the Leaping Savior. And I like this. They take the Marco Polo, so with the Doomsday and Sparkforge Dagger, they will be able to melt the Zhang Fei down, but they need a little bit more.
Yep, they need someone to go out in front, because you don't want the Marco Polo to start tanking damage. He can't take too much from the Lady Sun. he needs someone else to set up the initiation before he goes in with the ultimate. But VKS, Niap had a fantastic game on the Guan Yu, and they want to try and repeat that again, picking up the
Guan Yu priority this time around. Okay. Okay, I mean, Kage picked the Elaine.
Of the importance here, we're talking about that clash lane matchup here. Hans needs to be in a perfect position to kind of stop Niap when he comes in.
Kage picked the Elaine, which is, I guess,
now let's take a look at the
an opportunity for Guan Yu to be picked.
And I think this is
Just push out the lane, look to roam.
they need tankability, right? They don't have enough tank.
Yep. The Dun is still open there.
Smart bans from VKS.
If Kagendran doesn't
Kaiser ban, and also the
Danny just takes it up.
Yaria ban. I think that's how you say her name. The Yaria? Can't remember how you say her name.
Cookie cutter here, Shangguan being banned out there by Kagendran.
The Yumi-like
And
support.
we should be seeing the Dun here and followed it up by there's no Mai, there's no Shangguan, there's no Princess Frost.
Okay, Shangguan
What's
ban.
the best mage in this situation here, Kin?
I have to go Gunamo, I think, again.
Works fine here. Ideally, it would be someone with stun as well. We could look at the
Angela, maybe?
Niwa as well. Niwa could be
Angela on Gunamo.
right? Because of the box, he's able to lock them in place as well, which will prove to be a very strong point, right? Imagine if the Guan Yu
Could be Angela or Guanamo.
consistently just knock them
Oh!
that would be quite an interesting.
Oh, the
segment.
Chow
Da
mids.
Chow mid. Oh my god, this is one of my favorite ones.
I love it. I love the Da Chao mid. I mean, you know, generally
Interesting. We only saw this getting played by LGD.
She can deal a lot of damage. A very susceptible hero that deals damage, and not to mention the CCs that she provides, right? 2 skills that has knock up and slows, and then just damage over time. You finish a massive
Ooh,
damage,
Butterfly.
you get damage, not to mention the saves. With
Liam Poe
and
support,
the
Butterfly jungle.
But another interesting
The
hero
Chow
pickup
mid.
is Butterfly
He's some
Go for
spicy
Butterfly
dross.
in the jungle, which means that it's going to be a Liam
VKS needs to round out their comp. They're probably going to pick a carry jungler here.
I like it.
Jing is
so
open.
Limbo, as we all know, with the Burst Ram as well as the Tremor Smash and stuff like that, all of these are CC immune. So he's going to be able to deal with Niap pretty well. And Da Chao as well. The other side, the only other team that I've seen it.
Luna. Okay, there's the carry jungler.
GD. So Butterfly, pretty good tank, pretty good damage. They will be going up.
VKS's comp is super interesting. I'm really interested to see how they play the Chao this game.
It's never a series if Danny doesn't whip out the Luna at least once in this entire matchup. So
Really interested to see how they play the Chao.
Second game. I mean, that's one of Danny's favorite heroes in the jungle, and he has a huge hero pool. The Dun was probably the most obvious pick there, but you know, Danny decided, hey, let's have some fun. We're gonna pick up the Luna. He's gonna be playing against the Lady Zen, Butterfly, and Marco Polo, and the Luna is gonna be absolutely perfect for that role. You can chase, you can lock down, and Marco Polo has nowhere to run.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of looking a bit spicy for the side of Kagendra.
All right, let's go. It's time.
Certain angles of entry into the backlines, which
Game number 2.
right? Because Liampo is more of a aggressive kind of support.
Yeah, the Liampo can't really peel that well after, you know, the stuns and the ultimates. That's all he can really bring to the table. But you've got a Guan Yu, you've got the Luna being played by Danny, and that's gonna be very quickly being able to get towards your backline. And this mid lane, already pushing out the wave very quickly. They're gonna make the rotations up towards top to help.
Guan Yu's roaming already, level 2. It's the crazy thing about Guan Yu as well. Has the fastest wave clear in top side.
Knows that it's a blue buff start for the Butterfly, as it usually is, and they're gonna focus more on towards the bottom now.
Yep, it's a tough situation to be in. Muffa is going to be locked against the wall here, taking unnecessary damage against VKS, but it's not his fault. Mayna actually making the world's difference in terms of the XP, simply because of the smite as well. But more importantly, you know, we want to share our love for Da Chao in the mid, and now you must be able to use the second skill to flee or buff, right? So you must have big situational and map awareness. Skill 2 called See Your Fate. Please, 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 for the life of me, know that when a circle appears on the floor, you're supposed to step on it into it and get TP'd back to base. I'm just tilting over the amount of times people have not stepped in my circle.
Yeah, this version is a bit harder because you have to be in the circle when the timer ends. But in the Chinese client, you can purchase an item which allows you. Oh, top lane. Never mind. Let's hold that thought for now. Niap in trouble. Niap gonna fall. Niap still surviving.
No way he lives.
He's gonna kill on 4 times. Oh my god, Niap. He's gonna pop his.
Oh
sprint.
my
He's gonna
god,
get the hell out
Guan
of
Yu
there. What a
is
play
so
there from Niap.
fast.
They thought they had that.
Oh
in the
my
bag, but
god,
Niap just
what a
ran circles,
clean
circles,
play
circles
from
around.
Niap.
Yep, what an outplay.
That was so good. And Guan Yu is so damn fast. Like, what the hell did I just watch? Just running around like an absolute lunatic. Oh my god. Disgusting horse. Yeah, it was completely disgusting.
Really playing
Just kiting, running around, and still getting the kill as well. Like, that was I don't know if that was a failed tower dive or if that was a really well played by Guan Yu. It's so disgusting. I mean, he also has the sprint as well, right? I'm assuming he also used sprint to survive with all the movement speed, but still, it's so funny.
That's one of those heroes you don't want to fall behind at the start. It's hard to come back from a bad game on the Marco Polo.
Oh, for sure. And at this point, VKS, they have...
Oh, they're gonna get another kill. Okay. Yeah, Marco Polo can't do anything against Lady Sun early.
Oh no, Mayna in trouble. You don't want to get the reset onto the butterfly. He's going for more, gets a double. He's gonna get another kill. And Niap in trouble.
Oh god, Guan Yu TP'd but did nothing.
It's not gonna be enough. They lose 3 heroes from the side of VKS, and that was probably the worst situation that they could have found.
Danny?
Danny is in the fray. He cannot fight the butterfly at this moment. The butterfly, after getting 2 kills, the reset is just so quickly, and Danny is just not farmed enough to take it to his face.
Okay, I was a bit back and forth. I was a little bit crazy, to be honest with you.
Funny thing, right? Every time we praise a team, they die. So should we just stop praising them or something?
It's pretty good to start things off there for Vivo Kid, and then he kind of dove a little bit too far. The Chow teleport back actually didn't really work too well in the end.
It's a pseudo one because Wyro is looking for the next target here.
A bit too deep there for Niap. He doesn't have his full bar charge. He's gonna go for the slow.
Are they gonna go for the tower dive this time? No, they're not going for it. Second time failed. They can't go for it this time.
Enough items yet to burst him down, but Danny on the other side will be able to burst down the Tyrant. But Kagendra will get something for themselves as well. They can lock down the Overlord.
Yep, I like the pace of the response, right? Kage is doing really well. Every single time VKS seems to have an advantage, Kage in the early game will always match, buff for buff.
Yeah, that was a good call. Like you see the Tyrant going down. There's no way you respond to defend that. Hey, you go for the next best thing, which is the Overlord up the top. So, here comes the ultimate coming from the.
Oh, there comes the Chow ulti. Here we go. Hey, Guan Yu's frozen though. Hold up, this might be a step too far. Oh, this is definitely a step too far. Oh no, the Chow went back to base as well.
I repeat, you do not want to feed a butterfly.
That's right.
The Chow kind of messed up, I feel like. The Chow TP back to base, but didn't TP back to the fight in time. So it's basically a 4 versus 5.
Yeah, I'm surprised we don't see much more of this hero. I mean,
unfortunate.
She used to be the most banned hero.
The Chow kind of entered.
Game, leading up to season 1 and even a few tournaments after that, but she sort of fell.
Any powerful heroes on the Hawk Chinese server not been released yet? At least 6. Yeah, I've been talking to some of the pro players that say that there are quite a few heroes on the Chinese server.
Oh, that is absolutely huge. Oh, but they get a return.
Big kill for Sasa.
Sasser will be able to finish off 0-0. So little consolation prize for the Brazilian side.
No, there's skill involved in terms of the abilities and when to use them and what order to use them. It just looks a bit chaotic, I think, because of all the skills just has, like, the VFX of all the skills are just crazy. Like, there's just so much going on with all the skills and what's happening.
Luna is one of those heroes where she can absolutely take over the game, but the moment she dies a couple of too many times, that's when she feels so squishy if she's not ahead in terms of net worth.
Oh, for sure. Dani now looking at the blue buff. So Azure Golem going to be taken away. In the meantime, the rest of Kage, look at the map control that they have. They're setting up here. Movers.
Oh, so much damage onto Sasa. Sasa almost falls.
Sasa doing pretty well. Early stasis again. Oh, the Guan Yu damage.
Everyone alive. Senko will be the first one to fall. The ultimate coming from Movers, absolutely useless.
The Guan Yu damage in the end. Sasa stayed alive as well. I think Lady Shen actually flashed forward, no? Or did something.
One has been playing phenomenally so far, hasn't really died so much, but you don't really expect the Da Chao to die too many times. But let's take a look at the fight. Dani got caught out in the Lady's End. Here comes Move first, the knockup, and then the secondary right click will finish her off. That was very clean, a very clean kill, and they didn't really have to sacrifice too much.
Yeah, so it felt like, you know, Dani was a little bit greedy there. Wyro gonna try and look for an opening here, but it's Mena, right? So I don't think they're gonna get a kill. Gendra now need to establish a little bit more map control because on the bot side they're suffering quite a bit. Tachao as well as Nyap gonna be looking to take this, and they should be able to.
Yeah,
and they're gonna take a tier 2 tower here. And then TP back to base. Oh, really nice play actually. Really well played from Vivo Keeds to use the Chao TP back to base. Also do really well to be able to get that tier 2 bot lane tower. That's really, really well played.
The second skill from the Da Chao and just keep everyone alive, and one
really well played.
The butterfly almost straight down to half health, but we'll be able to walk away from that.
Yeah, for now it's just about map control. They want to poise and prime themselves for the next neutral objective. This is going to be the Tyrant and the spawning of the Overlord as well. Kage, they need to keep their eyes in check.
Yep, 6 seconds, and VKS has the position towards the bottom side. Luna's already there pushing out the bottom lane. And it's going to be a 5 versus 4 fight because Elaine's a bit too far to join in this. Maybe he's going to be more than happy to take the trade. We're going to get the Overlord and the tier 1 tower on top. That's going to be what our response to the bottom 5-man is. And that allows Kagendran to get something back.
Oh,
almost going for the kill there.
My God, Danny's going crazy.
A bit too deep for Danny's taste, and they're going to back off.
Back off for now.
So with the Sea of Fate, they get TP back home once again. So superior map rotation coming out from the side of VKS. Now it's really up to.
It's interesting with the Chao how Vivo Key are looking to play. They're looking to try and get control in side lanes, which is super interesting.
Probably going to the Holy Grail as well. So he's gonna be even more irritating because he's gonna have technically unlimited mana.
Yeah. I mean, the Holy Grail is just such a crucial item for mana-heavy heroes like the Heino, like the Da Chao, who just wants to constantly spam up skills and also keeps her more easier to survive. Drops the ultimate just in case.
Interesting. Okay, that was a really weird ultimate mid.
In the top lane, waiting for the Overlord to spawn in another 30 seconds or so. VKS really putting a lot of emphasis.
That was a really strange ultimate from the Chao.
Because right now,
are you just trying to...
needs to take care of.
Excuse me, trying to defend the mid lane tower with the Chao ulti.
Any one of the T1 turrets, maybe even the tier 2s in the top and the mid as well. And that's exactly what they're poising to do.
Yes, they have the Vanguards to push out the side lanes. That means that they are going to be able to pressure the mid. Danny's up there to try and finish off the Vanguard before it reaches the tower. So that's going to be one lane of pressure removed. Bottom lane was already removed there as well by 1. That means only the mid is where most people are just chilling around for the moment. Elaine going for Danny, or is it Danny going for Elaine? Nobody knows who's going to come on top of this, but they rotate the butterfly over here to try and take the fight. Danny, 1 versus 2 situation. Is this really somewhere you want to dive in? He still has his mark. Nice. Elaine pops the death on Sunset, trying to go for Niam.
Really nice death on Sunset timing.
Will be able to. Danny providing a little bit of support, a little of crowd control.
Really nice death on Sunset timing to dodge the Guan Yu damage.
Walk away with his life.
It's a tough one because at this
point, a lot of just trades in terms of objectives. I mean, there's only a 500 goal lead at the moment. This game can still go either way.
Da Chao is away from Dani itself. He is actually able to make a very cross-map and global plays, and at this point in time, Kage, they will lose out on map control. They will have...
Hey, Kage actually going to be the ones to take away the Tyrant for the first time?
Absolutely.
Unless it gets stolen here by Mena. It's a possibility that it can get stolen. Oh, wow. Actually, Luna got it. Oh, the TP. I forgot about the Chao TP.
And boy,
Oh,
boy,
wow.
team fight
I
right
completely
beside
forgot about the
the
Chow TP.
And this mid tier 1 tower is not long for this world.
Damn, that was really, really clean.
For the side of,
Actually brings Danny into the fight and is able to secure the objective with it as well. Okay, now VKS have control. They get the mid lane tower. They get to steal the jungle camps away.
They got the last hit, so little silver lining there for the side of Kagin, but
Really, really nice from Vivo Keats.
Yep, it's a tough one to call, right? But at this point, you know, I'm gonna have to be objective about it. I think Kagendra is gonna have a very tough game ahead of themselves at this point because VKS, they have hit
Both
all
mid
the
laners have
targets
0
across
gold.
itemization, across experience, across map control, and at this point, they're stifling the growth of 0-0. So it's a tough one. They need to find targets, and there's no way VKS is going to allow Y-Rod to just go into a 1v5.
It's a really hard game actually for Marco Polo. There's a lot of CC on the other side, a lot of dive potential. No, Shangfei ulti. You have the knockups from the Chow. You have Guan Yu also has CC. A lot of CC, so it is difficult. You have to kind of time Purify to perfection.
And her item progression is falling back. You know, Danny's already at 10,000 net worth, so is Lady's son. Danny, look at that. 1 versus 4, spots out a bad situation, gets the hell out of dodge, and will be able to survive. Also giving information to
Top lane tower going down.
Tower is all for you.
Yeah, VKS are just in full control now. They're trying to push all the waves. Look at them, they're just zoning them right now. They're not stepping up too far though, which is pretty good. They're not doing too much to make sure they don't overextend. Look at that, it's just every single jungle camp is being taken at the moment.
Oh, Danny.
Every single jungle camp is being taken at the moment from Danny.
Against 4, that's so much damage against movers. That means that they should have enough confidence to try and take these tier 2 towers.
They're just completely drawing them out right now.
And the Shadow Overlord is alive. That might be where they're making the beeline to. Danny's going to start it out when Kage is just busy defending their base. Yeah, Dani and Seiza, the duo of death at this point. Gonna be easy pickings for them. This is going to be the Shadow Overlord going into the hands of VKS. And no wonder they call.
Yeah, it's super interesting actually, Bosky. Yeah, I don't think no other mobile MOBA does that. I don't know if in MLBB you can do that or AOV. It's super interesting, as you said. I mean, you could do the same with Luna as well, right? Luna has an empowered auto attack. Everything auto attacks, I think. So you also have that as well. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Just the thing is you have to stand still, right? Which is a bit annoying, but it's super interesting the way it works.
I don't know how they're going to do it because they're so tanky on the side of VKS. August Word, they have the Insatiable Tomb breakthrough robe as well, and the Ominous Premonition. It's a hard one. I don't see how they're going to break the life bars of VKS, especially one on Dani. Yeah, but not to mention they do still have to save on towards one as well. You can send back a player and then just bring him back with.
Oh, Danny. Okay.
Very deep, trying to finish.
Jeez, this hero is crazy.
Is able to survive there. Bottom tier 1 tower does fall. The second wave of Vanguards is out, and this.
No, you can't do that on Wild Rift. No, you can't stand still and just auto attack. You can't do that.
Hold up in their base, trying their best to survive, but Ladyson can really just
okay, the Chow goes down.
Actually falls towards 0-0. Nia trying to go towards the back line. Is it gonna be enough to bring him down? No, is it not? Hans has to back away from
Face is still alive.
Good defense here coming from the side of Kage. They pick up 1 for nothing, and that will signify the end of the push from VKS towards the high ground. Yep, they spent all of their ultimates to get down 1. I think that's a pretty decent effort at this point. But can they repeat it again? Because they need to do this at least a few more times. Dani may have gotten caught. Nah, he's alright. He's a Luna. He's got the buff. He's got his Sage Golden buff. He's gonna give the his own teams to Sasser, allowing her more tumbles, allowing her to do more damage.
Luna's such a fun hero to watch. I mean, I get dizzy sometimes, honestly.
That, you know,
she dashes around so much, I get completely dizzy sometimes.
From the side of VKS can still go either way. Yep, they could. They allow V-Raw to come in, but
still, yeah, stolen. I knew that was going to get stolen. As soon as Shangfei used ulti to push him back and push him away, I knew it was going to get stolen. Lady Shen's dead as well. Triple kill? Hold up, hold up. Triple? Can we get more? Seiza quadra? Quadra? No! Where's the quadra kill?
That might be a saving grace.
Hey, Marco Polo is actually popping off though. Oh my god, Zero with the moves. I thought that was going to be a pentakill. We haven't had a pentakill this entire tournament.
But VKS just took a little bit too much damage.
We actually haven't had a pentakill this entire tournament.
Playing out of his mind, severing Surge along with the leaping Koitai,
which is so sad. Oh, here comes the TPs. Bring Danny back in.
Yeah, and they're trying to push up the high ground here.
My god, that damage.
Not alive as of yet. 0-0.
Top lane tower's gone down. They're just gonna try and take the mid lane high ground tower now.
There by one, and they will have the creep wave joining them momentarily. So VKS can continue to breathe easy. Kagendran can continue to breathe a sigh of relief as they are still holding on to this game. Danny steals away the Sage Golem buff, and Niat takes the blue away from the side of Kagendran.
Well, the saving grace is somehow, I mean somehow, Kagendra is lasting the game. It's 17 minutes, they're still alive. Yes, the base is pretty broken, but at this point, they're still alive, right? There's still a chance.
Yeah, and anytime you still take a breath, you have a chance to beat your opponent. But if Danny is able to get this Overlord uncontested,
I make want to play Luna and Jing, then I go into game and feed because I suck. I mean, they're difficult heroes to play, especially Jing. Like Jing is really, really hard to play. I even tried to play Yao as well, and Yao is also pretty difficult. Oh yeah, they're using the Shadow Vanguard mid to try and take this mid high ground tower, and they're going to try and push the side lanes as well at the same time. Might be one of the first times that Lady Shen's actually losing a game as well. She has a pretty high win rate.
But he needs a bit more time, and every single time one is making life very difficult because he isn't able to get the roaming gun off at the perfect time.
Yeah, that's how annoying that this liner can be. Here we go, trying to take a fight.
Oh, Guan Yu on the back line.
But pops the Splendor to keep himself alive is the Lady Zen, but here towards the front line. Oh, hands a lot of damage. A knockup coming from
Liam Poe does absolutely nothing here.
Going for a kill, but Muffers barely surviving.
Okay, they get all the high ground towers. I don't know if they can end though, to be honest. Everyone for Kage is still alive. I mean, everyone's alive just across the board. No one died. The Shadow Vanguard's still alive, but I don't think he can really push. No, it's not going to push in time.
The Senko have his ultimate ready. Yes, he does. So they're just waiting for the next upcoming fight.
The problem at the moment for VKS is that they have a backport to go to.
Because VKS essentially have a rewind button with the Sea of Fate, and here we go. This is going to be the destructive lose. They're going to try and lay them down.
Danny, okay.
But he just manages to.
The thing is like they have a base to fall back to, so VKS is kind of struggling. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back for now and steal away the jungle camps.
Yeah, absolutely. Wait for the Tempest Dragon to respawn in 10 seconds.
Lady Shen stole the not stole. Sorry, Lady Shen's sold the boots for the Resurrect, which I need to remember the name for the item. The item's going to get bought so often, I need to remember the name for the Resurrect item. I keep trying to call it GA, but it's not GA.
So it's important they catch vision as well to see who the target is. Hans gets spotted out by the Radiance here, so they need to be careful on how they approach the fights.
Yeah, they need to make sure that their angle of engagement is all covered. They need to make sure that Sasser is protected. Danny has someone else to go with him towards the front line. So doesn't get any easier from here on out, even if you're VKS right
Sage's Sanctuary, I think that's the name of it. I need to remember that. I need to remember that, because when I'm casting, I'm going to say GA every time. I know I am. Every single time I see the Resurrect, I'm like, yeah, they sold boots for GA. And it's like, nope, that's not what happened.
Right from the start of the game. But we'll see.
Oh, Danny. Danny needs to be a little bit careful. See, it's super interesting. You see how Danny like auto attacks twice? Like Danny auto attacks twice to make sure that he can get his empowered third auto attack when he dashes in. Really interesting. You see that quite a lot. It's kind of what you were saying earlier with like them wanting to auto attack and stack up the auto attacks as well.
They know what they're doing. At this point, it's about finding and forcing them into.
Well, at this point of the game, the gold lead doesn't really mean anything. The big thing now is that there's 3 high ground towers taken down, so I think it's too much for Kage to come back into this.
So it's not the the end of the road for them. But with this Tempest,
It's way too difficult for Kage to come back into this. Like, they have to defend the base. They have to keep defending the base, and it's so difficult at the moment for Kage to actually keep defending the base.
And it's pretty much fully started right now. Already has the Sage's Sanctuary, but still, he can't be the one to go in first, take a team fight. You gotta have someone else to do that specific role.
Yeah, we're looking at the final forms. We have the Winter committed by the 0-0. So this is going to be an important one. If he can get his Fever Barrage along with the Winter activation, it will be huge against the side of VKS.
Absolutely. Speaking of huge, this Tempest Dragon already down to half health. Will the side of Kagenjon actually go back and defend?
They have to, right? So VKS at this point is very. They know what's going on. They don't have to complete this.
Oh, Danny.
If you can get the kill here, it's gonna be huge.
No.
He's gonna jump.
Zhang Fei ulti behind as well. Danny's exposed. Resurrect comes through. TP as well. There's a fight happening mid. Marco Polo against Guan Yu mids.
The TP, can he get it off? No, he resurrected.
I mean, VKS is not doing too well in this fight, to be fair. Kage is actually doing quite okay.
As well as,
I think Danny went way too far, to be honest with you. They need to go back to base, though. The problem is Kage can't do anything. They can't do anything at all. They just have to keep pushing out the lanes. Brazil is cracked. Yeah, I know it's crazy. Like, Brazil play so well in this tournament. It's super surprising. Because some of these players were the ones who played on Wild Rift as well, but maybe it just suits them more to play HOK. Oh, Danny's caught. Okay, hold up.
Kage have done it. Now they just need to finish up the Tempest Dragon, but they don't have a lot of life left.
2 versus 4. They need to wait for the Chow ulti. Oh no, they're just going to TP back to base maybe. Oh no. If the Chow waits like 5 seconds, she can TP everyone in. Yeah, there comes the TP. And TP Maina in as well. Maina TP? Maina TP, or is it too late? Hello, Maina TP? Maina didn't TP. Oh, Sace is caught. He flashes away, but he's caught. Oh no, like why didn't they just wait? They just had to wait like 3 more seconds. VKS needed to wait like 3 more seconds for Maina to come up, and then use the Chow ulti, and then TP in. Oh, they waited too long. Oh, this could be a long game. This could be a long game. In general, yeah, I mean, they're doing really well in this tournament. I mean, the semi-finals might be Malaysia versus Brazil. Just 2 Malaysian teams and 2 Brazil teams. Both VKS and Oops are popping off. It's kind of refreshing to see, to be fair. So they didn't do too... I mean, they did okay in Wild Rifts. They didn't do, like, amazing, though. They couldn't beat SE18s, for example. No Chinese team? No, not in this tournament. In EWC, there will be. Not in this tournament.
Yeah, Weero actually mistakenly showed himself for the lane itself, so he has to clear the wave. At this point, it's a push and pull, right? Seesaw moment.
Yeah, it can go either way. We are reaching the late game stage of Honor of Kings, where one bad fight and the game is pretty much...
No, I still don't think Kage is going to win this.
The difference is 0 at the moment.
I mean, it's like all 3 high ground towers being taken. Like, surely VKS just look to split push and they try and end the game. Like, they just split push with the Chow and they end the game with 1 side wave. I think that's their win condition. You like Marco Polo? I kind of like Marco Polo. I think he's super fun to play. He's very difficult to play, though. Like, the timing with him is so crucial, especially with his ultimate. Yeah, I just don't see Kagenja winning. I look at the Chow in the side wave, right? Like, the Chow can just walk into a side wave, clear the wave, and look to TP everyone in to try and end the game. Like, VKS have this constant threat on the map at the moment that they can end the game at any time. Look, you see this? The Chow and Luna up here pushing this wave constantly. The problem is Kage also can't take the objective because Maina has Smite. Oh, wait, here you go. This could be it. Oh, no. Oh, they TP back instead. Oh, I thought they were going to TP everyone in. The thing is, Kage can't start the Tempest, because if they start the Tempest, then Maina can still, and also it's just extremely difficult for them to even start it. Because they don't do too much. Okay, good damage onto Guan Yu. Oh, they're doing this now. They're hitting the go button straight away. They don't care anymore. They're hitting the go button. Wait, Zhongfei went back to base. Oh, he TP'd in anyway. Oh, he came back in and killed the objective. What a beast, Maina. I thought he went back to base by accident, but then the TP came in from the Chow anyway. They win this fight? Yes, Acer wins this fight. Resurrect doesn't do anything. Everyone's still alive. Zhongfei's 4 HP. The Chow flashing forward. Yeah, game's over. This game was too difficult for Cat. As soon as you lose 3 high ground towers, it's way too difficult to do anything. You have no map pressure. You have no ways of getting back into it. I mean, not that clean though from VKS, I have to admit. VKS could have definitely closed this game out a lot cleaner. But still, 2-0.
Moving on to the top 4.
Really nice for VKS. I mean, it's a bit too much, I think, for Kage. When 3 high ground towers are taken down, like you can't move out of base, you can't do anything at all.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Kagendra, that was a crazy
How much have you been watching of the tournament, X-Scoundrel? What do you think of the esports so far on Hawk?
First series, it was.
How much have you been watching?
Second series, they played really well towards the mid and late game stages of the entire game, and ultimately, one bad fight, that was all the late game, the entire late game was. And VKS, they were smarter in preparing that final fight. They moved the lane up towards the top to try and push out the lane, and then took a 5 versus 4 fight in the bottom. That was experience and strategy coming to play, and caught Kagendran off guard. But at that point in time, 2 lanes down, there was no good.
I think it's gonna be another 3-0. Every single semi-final is gonna be a 3-0. Every single quarterfinal is gonna be a 3-0. Okay. Every single. I hope the semi-finals are closer. Every single quarterfinal has been a 3-0. Yikes. Big yikes. Big yikes.
Yeah, the cross-map pressure was just too much, and that's also why having the Da Chao on your team is just so good, because you're able to have multiple outs, multiple ways to play how you want to play across the map. So VKS able to get the win from here. Not the easiest performance, not the easiest game for sure, and that was probably one of the best performances from Kagendran so far, able to bring VKS down to Tempest Dragon. But ultimately, experience does matter, and they were able to take the win. And look at Sasser's net worth, 20,000 on that Lady Sun.
Yep, insane, really big win for the side of VKS. Although it's a pretty shaky one, regardless of how they actually played the map. It
was a pretty shaky game, to be fair. I mean, it wasn't the cleanest from VKS, but they got the win in the end, so that's all that matters.
Dani as well. I think the 2 of them played a very integral role, right? So one with the
they can never participate in team fights. He has no chance against Lady Sun. Yeah, I mean, Lady Sun is by far, in my opinion, one of the strongest ADCs right now. Lady Sun is incredibly good.
Dani as well. Yeah, wow, he almost doubles the value of Dani.
Yeah, the Luna.
Like the Lady Sun mobility, just in general, is so clean. Like it's kind of like Lady Sun, kind of a budget Lady Sun, but still really clean.
Be flashy, be hard to kill, but not really being able to deal a lot of damage towards the end. Only to clean up hard to go targets, but the damage from Sasser is just way too easy. And of course, one with the Mask of Agony and how that works with the first skill of the Da Chao just really ensures that the damage will be constant from the Da Chao mid.
Yep, props to the side of Kagendra, right? I think Hans did a really good job. He tanked up to 180,000 worth of damage coming out from the side of VKS. Bought a lot of time, opened the map for Raw to really come in, get a couple of the kills as well. But it's a team game, right? Yep. So VKS showing that they are the better team at this point.
Yep, absolutely. The experience, the movement across the maps absolutely did matter. I mean, VKS, they were down. They were down about 2,000. Then Kagendran, VKS was up by 2,000 at the start. Then Kagendran started to take control.
Not bad. Another victory for Brazil.
Across the map.
Brazil popping off, honestly.
All on VKS's favor, and they were able to close out.
Brazil were doing pretty well.
I mean, this was not the situation that the first seed VKS was expecting against, you know, a more underdog team, but at least they were
one more game to go today, probably. 2 more 3-0s again.
For sure.
Again.
This is the benefit of fresh faces, right? We get exciting matches. You know, the old champions and the veterans get a taste of what the new boys and new kids on the block have to offer as well. I'm just really curious about the MVP of this game. I think it's a contest between Juan and Donnie, but we'll see who it is. It is actually going to be Mena, that Zhangfei, that, the support. He took 183,000 damage as well, dealing 91,000 himself. Very, very good saving grace, because he did his unbridled outburst at such critical moments, saving Leaping Saviors onto Caesar, onto Danny, saving them multiple times across the match.
Yeah, and in the closing of the game, I'm not sure if you noticed that, but maybe you'll catch that in the replay, is that Mena was the one to finish off 2 of the core heroes on the side of Kagendra as they were trying to escape. He just stuck to them, utilized the lightning from the Tempest Dragon, and got 2 crucial kills. One of it was on 0-0, and I forgot who. I think the other one was on Vira. So yeah, he was integral to help VKS close out the game. And let's see if it's we're able to spot it out here in the replay.
Yeah, but that was a nice ultimate. He actually pushed Vira away and allowed Danny to get the smite as well. He himself had a smite to offer to the team, and most of the time, look at that. So many times, stole the Tyrants, stole the Overlord, and it was constant pressure coming out from the side of VKS.
Yeah, we call Zhangfei a beast. We can call Mena a beast because he's an absolute beast playing on this hero, and absolutely crucial for his team's victory. Very well deserved MVP. Supports don't really get a lot of love because they are not very flashy, but hey, if you can make Zhangfei flashy, I mean, Mena did it in this game. Absolutely. Again, it was on Mena.
So he embodies what it takes to play Zhangfei, and he is a beast himself for sure. And at this moment, I think, yes, we will see it. Mena was chasing in. He used the lightning buffs to kill off 0-0. I remember this moment itself. And at this point, it was nothing else that Kagendra could offer that will make a difference against the side of VKS. So I really like the gameplay by VKS, and as it stands now, I think we are up for a very interesting game 3.
Oh, I mean, the games are getting closer and closer as the series progresses, which is a good sign because it means that, you know, even the team lost, they were able to get something out of it and use it directly in the next game. But what you can learn from these games as well is you can take the lessons you've learned watching these players play against each other, and you register your team for the Open Series Split 2, because this might be the start of your esports journey. So how you register is you just need to log into the Honor of Kings game to sign up during this period, starting from the 8th of July to the 19th, and you form a team with your friends, your colleagues, or just people you find randomly in groups in all our social media or community channels. Then you might find yourself
kind of sad, honestly, that every single quarterfinal is a 3-0. I was expecting it to be like a lot more competitive.
Yeah, your esports journey doesn't start from there. You have already started your esports
that
journey.
is true. That is true.
By watching us, just by playing the game, you will have already taken the first step. Now we're just asking you to take one more step, and maybe we will see you on the stage competing, and we will be casting for.
Third and final draft. What is Kagendra going to bring out? They have to bring out something special, honestly.
Invitational season 2.
They have to bring out something special to be able to beat them.
You never know, so make sure you give it all your best. Prepare with your players, because all these players on stage, they have been giving their best to make it this far. Top 8 is not an easy spot to be in. Out of all the different teams that qualified,
They have to bring something special out to beat VKS, it seems like.
And after this last series, we'll be whittling down the number to 4 as we're moving on to the semifinals.
That's right, and now, Kagendra's tournament life on the line. Vivo Key Stars still looking as stoic as ever, very calm, very composed. They're here to finish the job for sure. But Kagendra, I think they have slightly different plans in mind.
Yeah, I mean, they've been improving game and game. The drafts has been getting better. They were just a little bit off in terms of team fight execution in game number 2. So if they're able to clean up that part of their act, I think they're in a good spot to force us to a game number 3. And we're talking about this, Kin. Which of these two series in happening today has the higher chance of going to a game number 3? Game number 4. We completely written off Kagendran and actually thought that it would have been the other series between LGD and All Gamers Global that could potentially go to a game number 4. But hey, Kagendran is trying to make us eat our words.
Well, all I can say is to err is human, right? So we take the losses as it comes, but it's not a true. You don't fail until you stop trying, right? So at this point, Kagendra, they still have a chance, and they must make the best out of it.
Absolutely, it is one last hurrah. They will not go down without a fight. They have been fighting for their lives so far. It's been getting closer and closer. They can smell the victory. It's always been down to the wire, and if they are able to push themselves past the hurdle, they will be bringing us to a game.
All right, come on.
But hey, BKS,
it's time.
What it means to be
come on, Kagendra. Bring us something spicy.
The most experienced team in this tournament.
For your last game in the tournament, bring us something spicy.
This situation many times across many tournaments, and they just know what it takes to take it past.
Bring us something spicy.
Yep,
spicy.
Thing that I've seen in all these years of casting is the fact that a team on the cusp of losing, on the last legs of tournament life, are actually the scariest people to deal with, because everything's on the line, right? Win or lose doesn't matter. We will want to do our best. We want to have fun, and I'm expecting a very.
All right, come on. Kage ban out the Guan Yu. That's funny.
It starts off with the ban. They ban out the Guan Yu.
Kage were like, nah, we're not doing it anymore. Okay.
On this hero.
And that does leave open a power pick of Ali this time. See, normally Kage were banning Dolia on blue side, but they finally realized that them playing blue side, they can actually leave one of the picks open and pick it for themselves, which is what they're going to do. Now, the reply is probably going to be Zhangfei plus, okay, Mayin plus Lady Shen. I thought it was going to be Zhangfei plus Lady Shen, but it's not.
Which will go into the hands of Niap once again. One of his signature heroes as well, right? We have seen in the group stages, I believe he has used a Mayin and to devastating effect. Now, it's going to be countered straight away by the Byron pick. So, Kagendra, I think they're able to match toe-to-toe, right, in terms of drafting.
Okay, they picked the Zhangfei for themselves now. Okay, Kage. Okay, I see you. Interesting. It's interesting, actually, that VKS didn't prioritize the Zhangfei this time around.
Why do you say? Can you explain to me?
Really interesting.
Byron the counter to Mayin?
Neza. Okay.
Right? So the force field suppression with the shields as well.
Don't know how I feel about that.
Sustain. And Mayin itself, yes, she has the iframes when she uses the whatever, but if the Byron is able to play and time the skills right, wait for the jump before after it happens.
I don't really know how to feel about that, to be honest with you.
And of course, this then is affected by how the laning phase goes.
They do have the Lady Shen though, for one. I mean, Brazil were pretty damn clean on Lady Shen, to be fair. I guess Niap on Mayin is okay, but I don't know why VKS didn't take the Zhangfei for themselves. I mean, this Neza pick makes me feel like they're maybe going to play a more Enchanter support for Maina. Because Neza's a little bit of a kind of tanky hero. I'd say mix, kind of like a fighter. He also has a bit of tankiness. Princess Frost, Angela ban, Mosey ban, okay.
Is great to shut down the RD as well, to just be able to lock down on her, to try and burst her down, and also just continue chasing through all the parasols that she can bring out, and the mobility that she has. Neza is one of the stickier jungle heroes that you can pick against the RD.
Yep, interesting. I like the bans coming out from VKS, right? The Angela and the Princess Frost, they want to make the
what are they going to pick now? Okay, Liam Poe. Okay.
Yep, it is.
Bit of a flex pick. Blam did say that Liam Poe has been played in top lane before by Brazil teams. There's a possibility that it could be a flex pick.
Which only means that they need the final marksman for for their squad, while Kage is lacking a jungle and a mid. It will be the Luna jungle.
Yep, told you.
Luna and Yuhuan. Wait, where is Yuhuan playing?
I like what I'm seeing here from the side of Kagendra. We know
Is that Yuhuan mid?
Already, so expectations of very high-paced game because based on what we have seen from VKS's Luna,
I think that's a Yuhuan mid.
Very spicy one, and bear in mind they have a Yuhuan.
Okay, Marco Polo ADC. So it's Liam Poe. Oh yeah, it's Liam Poe support. Wow, this might be the first time that I've seen Yuhuan being playing mid. I don't know how I feel about it, to be honest.
We have been seeing more of the young Yuhuan.
The reason why she's used so much in the jungle is she could just run around and be a nuisance, right?
But she is still a mage that you usually pick it as a mage. So it's great to see her back in her natural.
I mean, yeah, she's a mage, but she's a bit more effective in the jungle.
The only downside I see from the side of Kagendra's draft is that there is
because she can actually clear through the jungle pretty quickly, and she can actually. She doesn't really gank very well, but she just power farms very quickly, and she's just a nuisance in terms of her ulti. I don't know how I feel about her being mid. Has the Chow been played? Yeah, the Chow's been played a few times. It's either been played as Fozy, Fuzi, or as a mid laner. We saw mid lane Dechowzi. You just missed it if you didn't watch the last game. We saw mid lane Dechow from VKS in the last game, which worked pretty well.
Funny thoughts at this point. So we're gonna have the Yuhuan back from the mid against the Lady Zen.
Yeah, the Lady Zen is going to be able to push out the wave better and harass better, but Yuhuan has so much sustainability in the lane, and her AoE is nothing to scoff at. She's able to constantly poke as well with.
Okay, it's gonna be an interesting pick. Yuhuan mids. We haven't really seen it at all, to be honest, this tournament. We've seen it in jungle, but we've never seen it mid lane. So I'm super interested to see how this goes.
Whoever wins the lane, it's not very direct, but yeah, like it's a
nice basic combo, by the way. 1-2 BA, 1 BA, ulti 1 BA 2. That's not a basic combo.
It's a very long combo, and it's not the only way to play it. You can mix and match depending on the situation.
Yeah, that's not basic. that's far from basic.
That's what the ultimate does, is it switches up.
Kage also have Ali this game as well, don't they? Oh, Marco Polo maybe went a bit too far here. Yeah. Oh, flashed away. Oh, Neza
here to save the day, flying it in on towards the Luna. Not able to finish him off, so not enough backup.
Marco Polo dashing forward there was kind of crazy.
Was not level 4 yet, so they're just.
I think it's one of the first times where Kage's comp actually looks pretty good. Kage's comp actually looks pretty damn good.
It was going to be horrendous for the side of VKS if Dami did not appear the Skyfall there. And right on the top lane as well, Clash Lane 1v1. It's pretty much a skill matchup at this point, and it looks like Forbidden Domain actually making good sense here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's still a stalemate in terms of the kills so far. Nobody has really been able to get anything out of the early engagement. We see Danny showing his face towards the mid, but against the Yuhuan, who has so much heals and so many ways to disrupt your movement, it's not going to be an easy kill. So VKS is taking the slight lead for the moment, but in another minute or so, we're going to see the Tyrant spawning, and that's where we probably will see the first big fights happening in this game.
Yep, and one of the interesting things we'll see is I believe Kagendra will start to group up the moment it hits the 4-minute mark, right? After this first neutral objective, then there's really a growing death ball, and it's a growing healing death ball, which is really hard to play against.
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen death balls get amplified just by having a little bit more sustain with heroes like the Leah, heroes like the Tyen. And this time with the Yuhuan, it's something else. It can be really scary because it means that even if they take a fight and they're low on health, they can just heal back up to full with any of those heroes. So if Kagendra is able to surprise the side of VKS, they might be able to just run away with this game. But it all comes down to the first Tyrant. Can they get this and secure it for themselves, or will VKS stop it at their tracks?
Well, this is the most equal we have seen the both of them thus far, and it looks like Senku falling a bit with the unending sorrow as well. Oh, the jump in!
Oh, Danny's dead.
Oh, perfectly played.
Oh no, he jumps away. Oh my god, no one's dying. There's fights happening across the map, but no one's dying so far.
that's a few seconds of invulnerability, gets her shot out to safety and also heals back to full. That's the power of the young Yuhan mid. You cannot gank her. She's tough to finish off, and she's always going to be back for a second round.
Yep, you need stun over stuns to be able to deal that killing blow against the Yuan, and as it stands now, it looks like Kagendra, they seem to be in a better position at this point.
Oh!
Mayin using a teleport, they're trying to go for 0-0, but he got himself back to safety after seeing the mark on his head. So
The Nezza ulti is kind of nice. Kind of funny.
It's a bit too far from this. Can they take the fight?
Nice, they take it as well.
The Zhangfei ultimate a bit too late, and it will be VKS.
Oh, the Marco Polo ulti in the end. The Marco Polo ulti in the end was so nice. Mayin on the back line as well. Byron tried to clean up, but can't do enough damage in the end. Oi, oi, oi. 4 for 1, and Vivo Key take the Tyrant as well.
About this first fight, how crucial it will be for Kage to take the win.
Oi, 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 oi.
At his tracks.
And right off the bat, right, we said that at the 4-minute mark they will group up together, and the death ball did not work out. They got split up in the fight, so the Yuan ultimate did not make too much sense because the heals didn't come through as well. So VKS,
ouch.
understanding the win condition.
My job of Yuan in the mid lane is that the equipment takes a long time to form, but when playing field it can take gather a 3-piece set. No, it makes sense. Yeah. It's like in jungle you get a lot more farm and a lot more gold. Whereas mid lane, you don't get as much farm and as much gold. That makes sense.
Arlie's not the tankiest of marksmen.
That makes sense.
Speaking of tanking, top lane, trying to tank up a
Oh, Marco Polo kill. Yeah, that makes sense. I understand that. Yes, I agree. I mean, you can see this game, right? Like the junglers have so much more gold.
So good movement from VKS. Again, this is the classic VKS aggression and then into a objective across the map.
Yep, it's a bit unfortunate here, but we might see the Skyfall being put into place because the Weeraw is alone. Okay, hang on, never mind. Senku is around.
Senku just dissuading them for the moment. Danny towards mid. They do have 4 heroes here, and they're trying to get something else for their own. Luna, oh, that's gonna be the ultimate used. So we have to wait for the cooldown before he can really just dive again. Arlie trying to go for the tower. But there's just 4 heroes here that's really stopping them at the moment. But bottom lane, Mayin doing a bit of a macro play is gonna finish off the bottom tier 1 tower. Yes, she will, and that's gonna be a lot more gold going to the side of VKS.
Yep, so
3k gold lead for VKS. Oh boy, it's gonna be another one, isn't it? It's gonna be another 3-0.
It hurts, and how heavy it hurts when you have absolutely zero map control in the late game.
Yep, absolutely. It's hard when your jungle is constantly going for kills. No, not enough, but so much damage already dealt now. Oh, one's gonna get bursted down there.
Wait, where's Nezza going? Oh, Nezza went all the way to Arlie. Nezza yoinked the Arlie in the back line. I think he's dead now though, probably. Nezza ultied the Arlie. It was kind of funny. Wait, where is he dashing to?
Trying to go for a kill. Yuan dropping very low. The heal is gonna get her back to half, and Danny's gonna stop the chase from there.
I saw the Nezza flying over, and I was like, "Where's he going?" It's like, "Oh, he's going all the way to the Arlie."
This is why you don't give Niap the Mayin. He's just so crucial on that hero.
Yep, and this is also why you don't give the lead to Dani, right? They could not kill Dani. He bought so much time for the rest of the team to come in and support him from there. And at this point now, once again, map control fully for the side of Kagendra. Ooh, that was close.
That was absolutely close, but the pullback! Oh, Niap, that beautiful pullback on towards Hans gets himself the kill. And that is going to be another kill going towards the way of VKS. They're starting to run away with this game, Kin. 3,000 net worth. They're trying to go for more. But the Lianpo ultimate is
Marco Polo.
Everybody, Zero will fall.
Oh, the damage is crazy from Marco Polo. And he lives as well. Does he live? He's going to live. No, the tower shot. The tower shot in the end. The tower shot got him.
The aggro of the tower, yes, directed to him, but still a 4-4-2 trade-off is still going to be benefiting the side of VKS, and they're going to get a slow ace on their side.
Yeah, doesn't matter for them at this point for VKS. It's once again total map domination, right? Yes, they're gonna push away Hans, and they still have the minions working on the turret as well. Now this is going to be a free reign. They can get to choose, right? Do we want to go for the Tyrant? Do we want to go for the Overlord? And as it stands now, it doesn't really matter because they have all of the time in the world.
all the time in the world. They just are starting to respawn, and VKS, they have to go back to base to regen as well to make sure that they're in fighting shape. Gonna start off the engagement by trying to steal away the Red Golem buff. They will get it, but oh, Neza, can he get a lockdown? Yuhan forced to use the ultimate early, and that means they're not gonna have the ultimate of the young Yuhan for the next upcoming fight. It looks like VKS is going to take the tier 2 first. Because it looks like the time is up. They're not going to be able to get...
Neza seems pretty annoying. Yes, the ultimate of Neza, you basically just charge onto the ADC, yeah, like this, and oh my god. The backline damage is crazy. Yes, the thing is like Neza just like jumps in with the ultimate, and you can't really do too much, right? Like, there's no escape mechanics of the Neza ultimates, because it just tunnels straight onto it. Straight onto the Ali.
But they will at least go for this tier 3 tower. It's all...
Can they get the high ground? Oh, they can get the high ground in the end.
Yep, and this is
Wow. 6,000 goal lead for Vivo Keyed again. Every single best of 3 in the quarterfinals were all 3-0s. Dominant in the end. Absolutely dominant. FF go next? There's not even a go next angle. It's just an FF go home angle. They lose 3-0, it's it. They're out.
He needs to get a lot more. He's trying to go for the voice stuff, but at this point, they need a lot more than that.
They need to try and get a steal, get a stop, get a team wipe on their side, because 6,000 net worth and the lead is only starting to grow here for the side of VKS. The early isn't at critical mass
FF
yet,
go home. Well, actually, no, they don't go home. They go to Saudi. They go to EWC.
And the Luna is, like we said earlier, not one of those big...
Oh, there goes Nether again onto the Ali. Okay, good movement this time from the Ali. Still not enough though. Look, it's so hard for Ali. Even with all of Ali's mobility, it's so hard this game. It's way too difficult. GG's.
VKS waste no time.
Well played, Vivo Keyed. Very well played. Hey, Brazil are looking good in this tournament. Brazil look really, really good.
In the Honor Kings Invitational season 2, as
really clean from Vivo Keyed. So both semi-finals are Malaysia versus Brazil. Mental. Actually crazy. Semi-finals confirmed.
It is going to be an all Brazilian Malaysian grand finals as we take a look at the semi-finals here. I'm so sorry, my dear lady there, but it is going to be VKS that takes home the win.
Absolutely. What a fantastic performance from both teams, but GG's to run. VKS will be the one moving on, and we're going to have a winner's interview with VKS.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Just now come up from VKS of Brazil. My God, that was amazing as always. You guys never disappoint. With me here live on stage here, Choo again, alongside with our winner just now, VKS. Now, first question, we have to give it to Cesar, as per usual. Cesar, I think you have to take the mic.
Ceci, pega o microfone.
Ceci, yes. Ceci, sorry. Ceci.
Ceci.
As per usual, what happened in game number 2? What took you so long to finish? Or you guys actually can end it earlier. What really happened?
O que aconteceu na segunda partida? Por que pegou tanto tempo para ganhar, né? Tava indo bem aí, mudou. O que aconteceu?
Eu acho que a gente não conseguiu fechar o jogo com o roxo e aí levamos as 3 torres, não conseguimos finalizar o jogo, levou pro dragãozão lá e aí teve que fazer um flip mais ou menos e eu acho que demorou porque a gente não conseguiu fechar com o roxo e aí não conseguimos fechar sem, a gente não ia conseguir fechar sem o roxo.
Basically, we couldn't finish the game when we had the chance early on, so that's why we had to take a few rounds until we managed to get where we wanted. We had to make basically an extra push.
And there's going to be a lot of rounds after that, of course. Now, next is going to be Niap.
Yeah.
Is that true? Did I pronounce Niap right? That's right. I got the good from Coach Joko. Now, which is your favorite Clash Lane hero by far?
Qual é o seu herói favorito na Clash Lane?
Meu herói favorito é o Align e acho que por muito é o herói que eu mais gosto de jogar e o que eu mais tenho conforto em pegar em campeonato.
Is one because that's the one I'm more comfortable playing and the one that I'm more confident that will help me get this championship.
But we do know Guan Yu is your signature hero these days, right? So for me, example, for all the new players out there that want to learn Guan Yu from you, what are your tips?
Todos sabemos que você é muito bom com o Guan Yu. Qual é a dica que você pode dar para todo o pessoal como jogar com esse herói?
Guan Yu é um herói que tem que ter muito cuidado com a passiva dele, porque ele fica muito fraco quando toma muito stun e slow, então você tem que saber o momento certo de entrar na luta.
You must be very careful to use it because sometimes he's really vulnerable, so you must know the exact correct time to enter the battle.
Now, I think it's pretty down to the judgment of the player to actually do it. Don't go blindly, guys. And next one is going to be to the captain, Danny. Now, you will fight Team Secret next. How's the preparation for your team? And how is there anything you want to say for Team Secret tomorrow?
Próxima partida é contra o Team Secret, né? Como é que você está preparando? E você tem alguma mensagem para eles?
Bom, a preparação para eles vai ser como.
Hey, tomorrow hopefully will be a better day. Both these quarterfinals have been a bit of a stomp, honestly, bit of a stomp.
E com eles não foi diferente, então, bom, acredito que a gente vai chegar bem.
Honestly, bit of a stomp, unfortunately. It's been a bit slow the last few days.
It's going to be a preparation just like we always do. We analyze all of their matches. We're going to see everything they have been doing throughout the championship. And I believe that they will allow us to reach their prepared and allow us to get the championship.
Watch out, Team Secret, for tomorrow. Last but not least, from your team, I mean, like Danny, you can say it for all your fans all the way out there has been supporting. Even here as well, there's so many fans of yours too.
Outra vez, mensagem para os fãs.
Quero agradecer todo o apoio, todo mundo que está assistindo aí. Vocês estão acompanhando a gente desde o início e estão apoiando, mandando muitas mensagens. A gente está muito feliz com esse apoio e a gente espera retribuir vocês com bons resultados. Acredito que agora, já que tem 2 times brasileiros e 2 times malaios na semifinal, a gente é no mínimo top 3 regiões do mundo, contando com a China. Então acho que a gente está bem feliz com esses resultados. A gente está trazendo bons frutos para nossa região. E também mandar um beijo para minha namorada que está assistindo, um beijo para minha família. E é isso, eu amo todo mundo, todos vocês aí que estão assistindo. Muito obrigado.
First and foremost, of course, thanks to the fans for all the support, for being with us through it all. That has allowed us to reach to this point where we have 2 Malaysian teams and 2 Brazilian teams that will be fighting for the cup. And he also wanted to add hello and a kiss to his girlfriend who's watching him and his family. Thank you very much from all the way over here.
Oh my God, that's very touching indeed. But I'm sorry for your girlfriend, but my friend taught me to say to you guys this. Voce é muito bonito. I'm sorry, but that's going to be the wrap for the interview here right now. Thank you so much. Congratulations for being.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
Back to the casters to wrap the day.
What does that mean? Anyone know?
Thank you.
GG's.
So much, Chuchu. Very fun interview with the defending champions, and they will try to defend their throne tomorrow.
Hopefully tomorrow will be a good day. I hope tomorrow's games will just be a lot closer. I really hope so. I really hope tomorrow will be a lot better.
Of the semi-finals, we're going to have LGD Malaysia, who played phenomenally today, to be facing up against Noobs. So it's going to be a Malaysian and Brazilian matchup on both sides of the bracket.
Yep, so cool.
All right, chat, that's going to do it for today. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate you all tuning in today. Hopefully you enjoyed. Tomorrow we'll have the semi-finals and then we have the grand finals on Sunday. So the next few days should be a lot more exciting. These quarterfinals have just been stomps, unfortunately. Like, they haven't been that fun to watch, but hopefully tomorrow will be a bit more exciting. I'm hoping the semi-finals are going to be a lot more closer. We'll have to see. Yeah, appreciate you all. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you all again tomorrow. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you. Bye-bye. See you tomorrow.